We have a face. There's a face. Oh, I don't know if that's any better. What's up, Internet? Well, happy Thanksgiving Eve.
I worked on that for like 30 minutes, and I totally blew that opening.
You had it all queued up and ready. It's just like, it's 50-50 shot. You clip the red one, you clip the blue one, and one of them is going to blow. But it's all good. We got masks, so we're good. So happy Thanksgiving Eve, everybody. We got a fun show here today. Today's our Thanksgiving Day extravaganza. So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff. We got a lot of things to get to. It's still Wednesday. So we got our Weird Beer Wednesday, but it is Weird Beer Thanksgiving edition. And then we're going to crack back in to more Thanksgiving movie trivia. We're going to go over some Thanksgiving horror movies. And then we're going to go over MPW Sea to Shining Sea, which I don't know why I can't talk today. Sea to Shining Sea, which we were...
I think you're really excited for Thanksgiving, obviously.
I'm super. And I started eating the frijolitos because we have our spread here, right? So you want to get a shot of the Peanuts Gang spread, the Charlie Brown spread. I'm going to bring it up here to the close-up here. Look at that. We got toast. We got jelly beans. We got popcorn just like they did in real life, right? Because they're real.
Well, I mean, it was a cartoon, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it's
real life in Schultz.
Well, it's on the internet now, so the internet makes it real, right?
I mean, everything on the internet is real. We're real. We're on the internet right now.
Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, we had a busy week, man. That show. We did some traveling. It was cool to get back on the road. Stop at all the gas stations, hit a Buc-ee's on the way back.
You gotta hit the Buc-ee's.
You gotta hit the Buc-ee's. So I was just shocked by the amount of flavored nuts they had. There's a lot of flavored nuts.
What flavors did they have?
I got the salted caramel cashews, but they also had some picante ones. They had some spicy nuts too.
Yeah, and we were having this discussion about beaver nuggets. I mean, beaver nuggets, which is like Buc-ee's top snack, I think, which is essentially giant cereal.
It is. It's just basically golden. What is it? Golden graham or golden puffs? Golden pops. Yeah, Dim. Well, Dim, what's up, man? I think you're right. These are abnormally large pretzels.
Those are tavern style.
I
got them. Those are H-E-B. Those are new.
tavern style in the Giant Village, right? Because just for those big pretzels. But yeah, it's going to be good. And you know what really goes good with pretzels? Beer, right? We've got to dig into some beer, and you found some really good beer. I think are you ready to just crack into it before we start the chatter?
Yeah, let's get into the weird beers. Oh, man, I forgot the logo again.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you had the owl. You want me to imitate the owl, kind of going to the side?
I got weird beer music, though.
All right, well, let's hit the weird beer music while I reach into our cooler.
This time we moved the cooler upstairs.
Yes.
So you don't have to run to the basement.
Yeah, exactly, because that basement was gnarly.
Because folks don't know the studio's huge. Yeah. It's 2 floors.
It is 2 floors. It is like the Muppet Show, man. It's a magical place. All right. Let's see. You know, I was gonna start with one that was a little bit more savory than sweet, just because you want to dig into your meal before you dig into dessert. But they're all kind of dessert-ish. So,
I mean, I feel like. Oh, no, sorry. I feel like holiday beers are dessert.
Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's
okay. No, I'll get this right eventually. I feel like holiday beers are innately sweet, right?
Yeah, I think they normally are. Because I remember, for any Dim, I don't know if you saw the cat when we actually did a lot of the turkey flavored soda and the cream corn flavored soda. That was pretty gnarly. But yeah, these aren't too bad. So we'll crack into the first one. The first one is actually going to be, it's an Austin hard seltzer, but it's spiced apple fizz. So you want to get a close up of this right there. It's spiced apple fizz. So let's see if we get that pop.
Wait, let's see that logo again real quick.
Want to see the logo again?
Spiced Apple Fizz. Who's making this? This is Blue Owl. They're a local.
Yeah, they are local. Right there. Yeah, that's probably it.
Getting in on the hard seltzer market while it's hot.
Oh yeah, that is the Blue Owl. Yeah,
I think it's over officially.
It's actually like it is, right? But they're in the little
over.
They're in the little stubby can rather than the thin can. Because I don't know if that's like psychological, where they're like drink
the thin
this
can
seltzer.
means less calories.
Yes, that's what it is, right? And it's just like, but this is more of the traditional stubby can. So let's get that pop. All right. We have Senor Pancho. For those who aren't familiar, Pancho's raised the flag because he's going to take in. Yeah, Blue Owl is good. We agree. All right, so let me get a pour. Not over the laptop this time because I would have to answer my own ticket. But, you know, we closing up shop early today. All right. You know what we didn't take into account is I will have to still slip into intern mode to bring you this. But let's get a close-up before I go into intern mode and show you here. That is...
Ooh, that's not exactly clear. It's got... You can see the apple. I think I see apples floating in there.
I smell the apple fizz, and it has a little bit of a ginger ale taste look. So let me... I'll bring this over to you. Check it out. Here I come. Intern mode, activate.
I need a sound for that.
Yeah.
Eventually, we'll come up with a more efficient way to do this, but for now...
Trying not to knock over the headphones.
Maybe I should just start getting 2 of each of these. But thank you, sir.
It's a little nerve-wracking to commit to that. So give him a little. While I clean up this little mess I made.
Uh-oh. Don't worry about it. You should tell folks about your gimmick you got on right now.
I 100% do need a straw for this. We talked about that too. I have one of those stainless steel ones in the...
This is the first time you worn the Scarecrow
Oh yeah, this
gimmick.
is the first time I wore this mask. Like, usually we wear the traditional mask of a lot of famous luchadors. Like, if you can see behind me, one of these directions. This direction. She is also a famous luchador, but she's current Thunder Rosa, and we're going to talk about her later because she's freaking awesome. But you see, we got some Blue Demon. We got El Santo. But this was a custom-made mask made for me back in 1992 when I was supposed to go wrestle in Mexico City. But I did not get a license to wrestle, and I was told if I wrestled in Mexico without a license, they can actually throw you in a Mexican prison. And I was not down for that.
In prison for wrestling?
And without a license. So... my trainer was actually wrestling as Ciclope. He had like one eye on his mask. right there on the top of his mask, and his son was wrestling as Chippendale. And I actually brought the whole gimmick. I had the music, and they're like, you could go to jail. And I'm like, that's enough for me to just stay and watch in the audience. So, but
You should
I thought
cut a promo for the kids and tell them not to wrestle without a license.
yeah, do not wrestle without a license, kids. And plus, this actually looks like Friday the 13th Part 2's mask, right?
It does. So it kind of goes with your other gimmick.
Yeah, so it worked out perfect. Yeah, ironically, I ended up wrestling in Mexico as Jason the 13th, which would have been Part 3's mask, not Part 2. But yeah.
I know this idea is like 30 years too late probably, but you should have had like a Betsy Palmer valet.
Oh, yeah. I tried to do
Someone
that.
in a sweater?
I tried to convince a buddy of mine, who had no gimmick at the time. I wanted him to wear a hockey mask and wear the same getup, but I wanted him to wear a wig and a big dress and just go as Mommy. And I was just like, I thought that would have went over. It's just like Jason and his mommy. Or you could have just said mother. Because I thought that would have got over really well.
I wonder, maybe, because I feel like a lot of people associate the mask with Jason, right? Which is, yes, that's the truth. But he didn't get it till Part 3, and there was no mommy in Part 3.
Right, yeah, the mommy was already gone. Well, her head, no, her head was only in 2. She didn't show back up later on until Freddy versus Jason, right?
She was in that, yes.
Yeah, I think that was the only time. Make them remember what fear is. That's all I remember. But yeah, anyway, that's the mask. That's the story behind the mask. I actually even have the whole bodysuit that has fake straw hanging out of it. I was going to take bumps, and it was going to be really floppy. But instead, we're here drinking weird beer because it's the Thanksgiving Eve special. So,
all right, let's try
ready?
this fizz.
Let's dig in. All right, dig in. Is that a word? All right. Salute. Here we go. Without my straw. Here we go.
Ooh, that tastes like I'm drinking Michael's.
It does. It tastes like the candle section.
It's like when you walk into Michael's.
It tastes like the candle section in Michael's. No, but it's not bad. Actually, it tastes more. It's not as sweet, which is what we usually. No, you have a problem with the sour.
It's definitely not sweet. It's got
Let me tuck my
it's got some
teeth in.
It's got some interesting flavors in there. It's not sweet.
No.
It's not flavorless. It's festive. It feels like Christmas.
Now that you said you like drinking Michael's, it just reminded me of that quote from The Simpsons. Hey, mister, you're drinking a candle. It's actually very applicable. But no, I would still rate this pretty high. You know what I do dig is, like, check out that can. Look at the can right there. It actually looks like a van that you would have drove in the 80s, right? One of, like, those legit vans that had the one window in the back that was probably like a heart.
Yeah, no, this is 70s, I think.
Yeah, this is definitely, but I dig it. I dig the branding. I dig I'd still like it. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up. I'm going to add it to our...
No, I mean, dude, it's good. I mean, when I say it tastes like Michael's, I don't mean that's a negative thing.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing. But,
if I'd said Hobby Lobby, that'd be different.
And Lucha Lottie, I do apologize that we're making the section here in the studio look like a frat house, because we have all our weird beer cans that we're just collecting as we go along. So, but yeah, thumbs up to that one. All right, so next up, we do.
Did you gun it? Did you finish it?
Oh yeah, I gunned it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's apples. I mean it's fizz. It's not like one of those like dark. We've done those dark beers that are just like we're talking about we're needing a straw. IT guy TK don't need a straw. Some of those thick ones we did, they were thicker than a Snicker. Speaking of Snickers, this one is called Gimme S'more. So check that out. Right.
Now, what kind of beer is this? Like, does it have a name?
It is. It says drink indie, so it's an indie beer. 12 fluid ounces. It's got 5.2. Nebraska Brewing Company. Yeah.
Made in Nebraska. Oh,
Dim said, if you can't chew your beer, are you even drinking beer? Are you even beering? That is accurate. So I have a feeling that this Gimme S'more is going to be thicker than a Snicker. What are your thoughts?
I think this. I'd like to maybe pour this over some beaver nuggets.
Yeah. That's where you should just get a big old bowl of beaver nuggets and pour this Gimme S'more
with a giant spoon. Cheat day, bro.
Yeah, well, definitely one of those bowls like in Friday when he poured that cereal in that giant bowl.
You better put some beer on that shit.
Yeah, you had to pour some beer on that damn shit. All right, let me give this a pour. What I'll do is I'll pour it in my glass, and then I'll bring you the other half. You can
Right.
You want to gun it from the can. Let's get that pop first, though, before we go.
All the way from Nebraska, that pop.
Yeah, that was a Nebraska pop.
Is this a porter? A stout or what is this?
Yeah, it's stout.
Stout.
Yeah,
okay.
it's stout. So it's got before I walk over there. Oh, look at that. I'm kind of missed my mixology. Okay, so it's got.
You know you got to hold that at an angle.
Yeah.
When you pour that.
Yeah, that's what I didn't angle it enough there. Senor Pancho, he wasn't angled.
But then
enough.
again, these gimmicks are made for wrestling, not for
Yeah,
bartending.
yeah, we definitely lose our peripheral vision on here. So I'm gonna bring this over to you. So intern mode, activate.
Okay, we need a more efficient system for this. Sorry for this awkward pause where it's just my face in silence.
Actual intern.
Yeah. If you'd like to intern on the show, please submit a resume and an 8x10 to the show, and we'll definitely consider it.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I don't know if that's maybe we should have like intern walking music, like have theme songs when you walk in. How about we just have theme music when we walk over?
I know exactly what I'm gonna use. I know what exactly I would use.
Well, you got
I'm
one.
gonna use it for the next one. For the
All
last
right,
one.
for the next one.
Let
yeah,
me just pull it up. So you described the beer.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
keep
find out.
cueing. So I will. Well, I lost the can, but I am gonna. So as you can see, the head is still thicker than a Snicker. It definitely has an amber look to it. It's still kind of fizzing, but it's kind of. This is definitely gonna leave a beer mustache. I don't know if I should. Should I? Here's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to see if I can cleanse my palate of said apple fizz with one of Dim's giant pretzels. See if that'll.
They are tavern style.
Yeah, these pretzels are making me thirsty. There's a Seinfeld reference for you. All right. I think I'm. Wait, now it's turned into ASDMR. What is ASDMR? What DM? ASMR, right?
ASMR.
That's it. I don't know where the D came from.
People that clip their fingernails into the microphone.
That's so gnarly. I don't know. The first time I was just like, it is mesmerizing. All right.
Have you tried this toast, by the way? The buttered toast.
No, dude, it looks like art. I almost don't want to mess with it.
I told you I wanted to make this since I was a kid, and now that I'm 45, I made it.
Now we actually got the peanut gang spread. All right, one more pretzel. All right, you ready? You ready to gun it?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, let's do it. All right, I don't think I'm going to gun this one. It's
Well,
pretty.
it's a stout. You probably want to taste.
Yeah.
You don't want to chug it.
Here we go first. Oh, that's good. Wait a minute.
Very tasty.
Well, that's
Wait, that's a porter.
yeah.
That's a porter, bro.
That is
That's
a
not
porter.
a stout. That's a
Oh
porter.
yeah, that is a porter. Porter, hey porter.
So this is a nice one to drink with your dessert.
Yeah, this is because actually, the chocolate is very faint, and so is the marshmallow. I mean, you do taste a little bit of both, but it's very faint. Wow, this one is really good. Props to that. That's the Nebraska.
Here, let me show that can again.
Yeah, show that can
Let me
again.
put
That
them
was
over.
actually really good.
This is Gimme S'more by Nebraska Brewing Company. This uniquely flavored brown ale introduces campy favorite s'more to craft beer. The aromatic flavors of marshmallows, chocolate, and graham delivered from malts and vanilla transport.
Wow.
Into time. All right, forget it. I'm not gonna. Speaking of marshmallows, though, I saw Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did you see it?
I did see it. I was just laughing at Dim that said, "Show us your cans." Yeah. Spoiler: if you haven't seen Ghostbusters Afterlife, and if you are a fan of the original, do yourself a favor, go see it. I expected very little, and I got a ton.
Here's the thing about Ghostbusters I realized as I'm watching this. It's good. I mean, I enjoyed it. But I'm the target audience because the target audience is like old men. It's not like young kids because young kids don't give a shit about Ghostbusters.
Well, I mean, 1984. What's that scary stat that I've heard that it's just like the same? It's the same amount of time from 1980 as it was from 1980 to 1939 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like if Kevin Arnold in the Wonder Years. It's been longer since that.
Wow.
As it was when Kevin Arnold was reminiscing about the Wonder Years.
Wow. That's a mind blower right there. But yeah, I mean, you don't remember much about Ghostbusters. I do. I mean, I remember Ghostbusters too, but I still think that people who didn't see Ghostbusters will appreciate this.
No, well, here's the thing. I felt like it was good. I'm gonna cut a promo on it a little bit because I felt like it was good.
We need cut a promo music too.
Yeah, cut a promo music.
Let me tell you something, Sony. Let me tell you something, Sony. Don't try to feed me that baloney.
The thing about Ghostbusters is it's like an hour of Stranger Things as Ghostbusters, right? Because they already did the Stranger Things Ghostbusters. So like the whole first half is that.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good, you know. I thought it was cute the way they did everything with the granddaughter and the way they discovered things. And then you got Paul Rudd, who's like the placeholder for us,
the world's most sexiest man, people's most sexiest man,
people's
right?
most sexiest man.
Yeah, wow.
But you see, he's like the placeholder for us. He's the middle-aged guy,
yeah,
who loves Ghostbusters, right?
You're right.
The kids don't know nothing about Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
and
in the movie they didn't. You're right.
Yeah, but like anyway, it's a lot of that. And then there's other things, but then we've got the whole, like the third act is just nostalgia porn to the max turned up, and it kills you. Spoiler, okay? Like Egon's ghost.
Oh no!
I'm sorry. If you haven't seen it, that's your problem. Egon's ghost, that's the best CGI I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I agree.
And like, it looked just like him. They nailed him, and it was just, yeah. I don't know. People were crying. You were crying.
I was people. I was totally people. Yeah, I was crying. I thought it was great. I was.
But the thing is,
I was just like, oh, okay, you know, because I saw the ladies Ghostbusters, and it was fine. I mean, it wasn't. I know a lot of people hated it. It was just like, but it was fine. But what it didn't do is what we talk about on here all the time. You have to go the sequel boot route. You have to honor the original before you move it forward. And that was the only thing they were missing. They didn't honor the original to move it forward.
You talking about the ladies Ghostbusters?
Yeah, it didn't honor the original. That was the problem. It's just like
I didn't mind it. That's
to say. I thought it was fine. The only thing was missing was they just didn't honor the original. You have to. I think everybody should go and watch Jurassic World and Jurassic Park back to back, and that's how you honor the original and continue moving forward. So don't even bother to do any kind of remakes. Remakes are done, right? Remakes are done. Reboots are done. Sequel boots are where it's at.
Sequel boots are where it's at. Here's the thing, though. I think, and here's the thing. I loved it when the OG Ghostbusters show up in their suits. Awesome, but that's for me. I can see like the average person saying, these old fuckers in these jumpsuits is like ridiculous. It doesn't make any sense. Because I think the whole Ghostbusters was an accident anyway. It's all a joke. You know what I mean? It's all kind of like, it all just kind of came together through like a weird story. Dan Aykroyd sort of like ghost and conspiracy theory fandom. And then, you know, I'm sure you've heard the stories. Bill Murray just ad-libbed the whole movie.
Oh, yeah.
He refused to do any lines.
Completely recommends. We talked about this show many times on here. Watch the toys that made us, but definitely watch every single episode of the movies that made us. They have an episode about Ghostbusters that gets all into this. And the original script has nothing to do with what ended up on the screen. More so than even Pretty Woman, which there's another episode on there.
Yeah.
Which was 3,000 about a like straight up like prostitute. That was just like...
It was like a drama. It was a sad drama.
Yeah, it was. So, I'm sorry. I'm digging into the peanut spread.
No, I mean, it's Thanksgiving, bro.
Oh, man.
Thanksgiving's like
great.
cheat day week. But like...
I can feel peppermint patty in my heart as I eat this.
I loved it. It was good. I can see why someone might not get into it. And here's the thing going forward. I don't know if Ghostbusters works going forward. I think it's more of a...
It's a series.
It's a nostalgia. It's a series if they can turn it into a series, but I think it's a nostalgia play right now because all of it's kind of goofy. It's all kind of a goofy idea.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they were a play on exterminators in general.
Right.
So it's like all like sort of their gizmos are kind of goofy. Like when they try to catch Gozer again, they use 100 traps. It's like
yeah.
you couldn't. Is there not a big trap you could come up with?
One big trap.
Why do you need 100 traps? And who built these 100 traps? Anyway, it was good. I liked it. But
wait, the question is, like usually with you, you'll be like, you're the only one I know, and I love it. It cracks me up every time. You'll go through a movie, and if halfway through you're like, okay, I get it, I see where you're going, and then you leave.
Yeah.
You just split.
I mean, AMC membership is the greatest thing. I'll put them over. AMC, if you're watching, hashtag, you should sponsor us.
Yeah.
I love the AMC membership. Well, they're the only ones that are still around. Pre-pandemic, it was like movie apocalypse. It was like membership for everything. Watch free movies every day, all day for one price.
Hard times, Daddy. Hard times.
But anyway, AMC's back, and I go to AMC. $20 a month, bro. You can see 3 movies a week. It's the best deal in town. You can see the 3D, IMAX, whatever they got going.
Yeah.
So, sometimes, movies are formulaic. So you're just like, I get it. I don't really need to watch the last hour. I'll watch it when it comes on TNT in a year.
And it will. All right, sorry I get weird beer hiccups. You ready for the last brew? We got one more brew.
Hold on, let me gun this one.
Yeah, gun it, and then we'll get into our Thanksgiving movie trivia part 2. If you've not seen part 1 yet, it's still on this YouTube channel. So like and subscribe, and you'll get that. But it's on there. We just did it last week, but we missed this. If
okay, here's the
Spiceworks friends.
Here's
down
the
there.
Beer carrying music.
Oh wait, I'm not gonna carry it.
I know, but I'm gonna just tell me when you're close to ready.
Teaser? Okay. Well, let me give a little description first.
Oh yeah, you gotta
right,
put the beer over.
Because this is Three Nations Brewery, which already sounds like it's unifying the world. But,
it's peace.
Yeah, it is peace. Speaking of peace, piece of pie. It's pecan pie, which just might be is this another Hey Porter? Hey Porter.
You got your fingers on the logo there.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Sorry.
So I do this? So I do the fanger?
Yeah. There you go.
All right, there. So
who is this? This is what?
Three Nations Brewery. I'm gonna rip it off. No, that's 7 Nations. This is only 3. Oh yeah, I was supposed to get glasses, weren't I? Oh, but this one's high. This is 7% alcohol.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a big one. We are starting off big, and like Dim said, if you can't chew your beer, are you even beering? This one may need a knife. I'm thinking it's gonna need a knife. Let's get that pop.
Let's cut a slice.
Get a slice of this beer. All right, here we go. Get the pour into Senor Pancho. Oh, thicker than
chocolate syrup.
Snicker.
Pour that on your ice cream.
Thicker than a Snicker. Pecan pie beer brought to you by Hershey's. Hershey's syrup. All right, look at that. That looks good, man. All right, this is our final. I like Guinness.
I like Guinness.
I like Guinness too. So
this is a stout.
I don't know where you're getting stats on the stats. The stout stats.
I don't know. Is it a stout?
I don't know.
No, that's a porter.
Yeah, I'm going to bring you the can and let you read
All right.
All right, here we come. Intern mode, activate.
Here's the music. You can't hear it at all. I needed to get to the part that I wanted to get to.
Oh, I just need the table.
This one.
Oh, yes. I like it. At first, when I heard it, I thought it was going to be somewhat of like I'd be moving like this. But that sounds like I stayed home from school. I'm watching Bob Barker on The Price is Right.
Right? Watching TV with your grandma because she let you stay home from school.
Exactly. And the guy is climbing up the little ladder. The do-li-do-di-do, do-di-do-di-do. I know we're always worried about the algorithm taking us down from me singing.
I don't think Swiss mountain music is going to get a copyright king.
There's somebody with some Swiss guy in the mouth. That is my music. I can't do a Swiss accent. Is there a Swiss accent?
I don't know.
I'm not even going to try it. All right. Anyway. All right. So do you want to do another? So can you read the can before we drink?
Yeah, I'll read the can.
Yeah,
Let's
read
see.
the
Okay,
can
so
before we
this
drink.
is Pecan Pie Porter from Three Nations Brewing. And the final slice in our delicious pie series. They have other pie beers. We need to find the other two. Brings back childhood memories of holiday pies shared with friends and family. This naturally flavored pecan pie porter will take you back to the last bite of that holiday pie. Contains lactose.
Oh, right. That's good. I'm pro-lactose. No, I don't know if I'm just not intolerant. I tolerate lactose.
This is made in Carrollton, Texas.
Oh, it's in Carrollton. All right, isn't that close?
7% alcohol, brother.
Yeah, it's a big
35 IBUs per channel, 12 fluid ounces.
That's a big one. All right, you ready? Last one. Here we go. Senor Pancho, salute. Raise the flag for some pecan pie.
I'm into it.
Here we go.
This music, bro.
Okay.
That tastes like Denny's.
It tastes like Denny. No, I dig. Dude, we're 3 for 3 on beers today.
That's
one's
pretty good. I like it.
Again, if you would have just read the names, that we literally had apple fizz, s'mores, and pecan pie, you would have thought for sure that they were all like they were gonna have some kind of sweetness, but they don't. It's that to quote Austin Powers, it's a bit nutty.
I accidentally ate a black licorice jelly bean. It's not good. Why do they put those in there?
I think to punish you, isn't that Mr. Smithers' favorite candy?
Don't eat too many jelly beans.
All right, here we go.
That was supposed to be Willy Wonka thing.
Oh no, it's your Augustus. Save some room for later.
Right.
Yes, I like it, dude. What's the stats? So this one's Carrollton, so that's kind of near Dallas, right?
Yes.
Not near the last Ponchos, but anyway, yeah, it's near Dallas. I like it.
I'm into it.
Yeah. The fizz went down. The head, it lost its head quicker than the other.
Someone's going to clip that and turn that into a GIF. Yeah, I like it.
All right, I gunned it. 3 for 3.
Denny's.
Denny.
Or IHOP. Maybe IHOP.
It's funny.
It's definitely got a coffee. It's got a coffee flavor in there. Like you could.
Yeah,
have this.
I can see a little bit of coffee.
This is a good breakfast beer.
Yeah, you can have this with your espresso. You can probably put a little dollop in there. It's funny you were talking about tasting like Denny's. I don't know. Here's a fun fact. When I smell a wet mop, it reminds me of Taco Cabana. Because
why is that?
Because usually you go to Taco Cabana when it's 2 a.m. and you're hungover or currently drunk, and they're trying to mop up, and now they got to deal a bunch of drunk people food.
Taco Cabana used to be the late night spot. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
they were.
People
No, I
still
think
go.
they do. I think they just do drive-through now.
This used to be the gimmick that we do back in the day. You order a bowl of refried beans, bowl of cheese, and a dozen tortillas.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So just dip it?
That was the high school. No, you make little tacos.
Oh.
You don't.
I thought you just dip it.
Make small bean and cheese tacos. There's something about bean and cheese, the chemistry. I'm not a scientist, but it helps with alcohol stuff.
I'm not a food scientist. Is that what Clark Griswold was? No, he was a food additive specialist.
I think he was in advertising, marketing.
Oh, he was in marketing? I thought he did food additives.
He did marketing for food additives.
Oh, okay. So he didn't actually do the science part of the food.
How's your spread there?
It's good, man.
Don't eat the black jelly beans.
No, I'm not. Rules to remember at Dose Incredibles Network. Never eat the black jelly beans or yellow snow. Just safety first.
Did we talk about the freaking Seth Rollins thing that just happened where he got tackled by a fan?
No, we did not.
That was crazy. That's not the first time that's happened. That was the same arena where they tackled Bret Hart, apparently.
It is. Yeah, because they did the Hall of Fame there.
So what's going on at the Barclays Center? Because that dude came running out from the back. He didn't, jump the railing. He looked like he came out of the hall.
Yeah, he came through
the...
He was an RKO.
The babyface side.
He was literally out of nowhere. It happened so fast. If you watch it back, Seth Rollins was lucky at the last second he turned and he kind of felt somebody coming. Because if he would have... That guy speared the shit out of him. Where it definitely would have kind of reverse jackknifed him. But he kind of turned. His head didn't hit the railing, and then he kind of pried himself out. But I can tell you this. They're a publicly traded company now. Before they were a publicly traded company, I can tell you what would have happened to that guy.
I feel like he might have gotten...
They would have went the long way to take him to the police. and it basically, he would have turned into a human pinata. They would have walked him through with some of the other wrestlers. Because, I mean, let's face it. I mean, we love wrestling. I mean, I loved it to the point that I was willing to live in my car to be a part of it for 10 years. But it's a dirty business. It was a dirty business. And they would have lit him up before he went to the police. You can tell it's different now because Seth didn't do anything to him. He pulled himself out. The security guys took him. The crowd said, F him up, F him up. And then they were chanting asshole, asshole. But if this was back in the day, and go back and watch the YouTube video. Go back and watch the YouTube video of the guy, Stone Cold was wrestling Triple H. And the guy ran in the ring to help Triple H. And Triple H showed what a real belly-to-back suplex looks like. And the referee, Earl Hebner, started putting the boots to this guy's face. With the mentality being, again, this was before it was a publicly traded company. We're going to teach you to never run in the ring again. So this guy's face, if you remember when they jumped Bret Hart at the Hall of Fame, do you remember the guy's face afterwards? He got effed up.
I didn't see his face.
Oh, yeah, and this was FTR. They lit him up. And this was just like, they teach you to never step in the ring again. It's like, oh, that kick didn't feel like a wrestling kick. It wasn't the same kind of kick they usually do. It wasn't a boot to the gut. So
I'm shitting blood all of a sudden.
Yeah, it was dangerous. But this guy was like on TMZ saying, I was doing it for Us. I'm part of the Uso tribe. And he was calling him by his real name. Kobe Lopez, he knows what he did. And he's just like, wow.
But apparently he got catfished by somebody online saying they were Seth Rollins.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you haven't heard that?
Uh-uh.
Apparently he was chatting online with somebody saying that they were Seth Rollins, and they were egging him on.
Oh, wow. I had no idea.
Wrestling is a dirty business. The internet is a dirty business, my friend. The internet
is even
a dirty
dirtier. No, that was pretty crazy, man. And look, I'm glad. It could have.
Did you ever have any run-ins with crazy fans?
I got in one fisticuffs, just one.
What happened?
It was at the Mexican border, so I didn't know what happened. I was wrestling in my I was eating the jelly beans. I was wrestling as the Jason Gimmick, and my buddy Wayne Knight, he was wrestling somebody, and he was just out there getting heat. And I didn't know that the angle, he really hurt himself, and I didn't know it. So they're like, oh man, he's really hurt. And all I saw when I came out of the locker room and I just peeked my head around was him being helped back, and there was a guy behind him like yelling and like getting in his face and doing that. And I thought the guy like hit him and then was like, that's what you get, that's what you get. So I just kind of like slipped into I'm a normal human being mode, going to defend my friend, and I went out there and I just went just like boop, and I just nailed the guy. And he just like fell back over his friend. And I guess I didn't hit him hard enough. I wasn't trying to like light him up, but I hit him enough to know him that it wasn't a working punch. And he got up and he was pissed. Not pissed enough to come back at me because I was still in my Jason Gimmick. But he was just like, this ain't wrestling. You think this is UFC? I'll take it. Come on right now. But he's like, hold me back. But it never happened. But by then I already kind of turned around and I was helping him because we had to take Wayne to the hospital that night. But that was the only time. Oh, and then there was I don't know, we'll save this. Maybe we'll save it for another day. We do have the Belize story, when the wrestling in Belize, when everybody thought it was real.
I've heard that story.
Yeah, that one's...
Sorry, I'm having some toast. This is excellent toast.
Yeah, and it's just like, and you got the square butter on there. That is perfect. Dim says, when I did the honor guard, we had a couple of dudes try to protest and then interfere with the service. The cops took him the long way, and we ensured he enjoyed the trip. Yeah, I think that's just like standard procedure. It's just like, you're going to teach people, don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, we're in wrestling, and maybe it's the same in the honor guard too. It's just like, well, look, we're here to entertain. We're completely kind. You can call us names, call us assholes, scream at us. Just don't sit. Either don't sit on your hands, but at the same time, don't jump over the guard. But old wrestlers like Roddy Piper used to take that as like a badge of honor. He's like, oh yeah, man, I got stabbed. I got shot right here.
Well, did you hear what Bully Ray said?
No, I didn't hear what his take was. What was his
Bully
take
Ray gave Seth Rollins props for being a great wrestler because of that. He's like, when the fans are attacking you, it's like a badge of honor. That's pretty sensitive.
It is, yeah. That's what I mean. He's getting enough heat, but yeah, it's a badge of honor. But I mean, he could have got really hurt. I mean, that guy could have had a weapon. You had no idea. I mean, it wasn't a worked fight. You know?
I just want to know how he came running out of the back. He did a legit run in.
Yeah. It was like a Goldberg spear, dude. He folded him. And I was like, wow. So anyway, yeah. I'm glad Seth's okay though.
Folks are teetering on the edge of sanity right now. I'm sorry, but
it might be that too, dude.
Folks are going nuts, man. Everyone got locked up for a long time. I don't know what the internet rules are, if you can talk about that virus, but like, people have been locked up. You know, people have been on the internet reading crazy shit. I gotta stop cursing. They'll never monetize this. Just reading crazy stuff, listening to crazy stuff. I think folks' psyche is it's not well.
Fragile. We're definitely on the edge. Well, if you want to get spiritual with it, it could be an ascension into fifth dimension.
Oh, what do you mean?
We could do that. I mean, look, something happened on December 21st, 2012. We can't prove it. Something definitely clicked. It took a little while. 2016 is when it really started. It could be some people are switching dimensions, and it's kind of like everyone's a little rocked. You kind of
How is it? Why is it? Well, I mean, isn't it a coincidence that given that we might have switched dimensions, but now like everything in pop culture is about switching dimensions.
Yeah, that's right. There's not a coincidence that the Matrix is back. And, when Meta got announced the same day that the Matrix said, now based on a true story, I thought it was like, wow, they were on top of that. And if you read if you're a fan of Ready Player 2, highly recommend the book Ready Player 1 and Ready Player 2. It really gets into, now you're talking about, well, put on this headset and we're going to download your entire consciousness, which is how close is Meta to that? Step 1, get them to put the gear on.
Yeah.
Step 2, figure out how to copy the data that's coming from your brains.
Yep.
Sorry, weird beer hiccup. We can edit that out. No, we can't. We're live.
No, this is live, yeah. That's live, pal.
We're live, pal. But anyway, yeah. We kind of went on a little bit of tangent there. But,
well, I mean, it's an interesting story. Everybody's been posting that stuff. That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy that happened, you know?
Yeah,
not too long ago, Jericho got attacked, right?
He did, yeah. I think he got, but Jericho's old school, man, which is weird to think.
Jericho got some pops in there. He's hit him.
Somebody's, to think somebody that was trained in like 1990 is old school, but he's old school. I mean, he's willing to fight Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. And he's wrestled in Japan, and he's wrestled in Mexico, which is, again, a scary place to wrestle. I mean, here's a story. When we wrestled in Mexico, they said, don't go to the bathroom by yourself. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I know what to do when I'm in there. But like, no, just take somebody with you. And I was like, wow, okay, I didn't get it. And I remember sitting, when I couldn't use this gimmick, I sat in the crowd. Whoa, it got quiet. What was that?
Oh, sorry, I had the fan on. I'm gonna turn it back on.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
No, I feel like it's gonna disrupt the audio. Okay, we'll cut this part out for sure.
All right.
I forgot to turn the fan off before we started. Now I realize it's been in there the whole time.
All good.
Okay, what's wrestling in Mexico?
Speaking of
bathrooms?
fans, yes. I was actually sitting as a fan because I couldn't use my gimmick. So I was like, well, I'm going to just sit in the audience and watch. And RIP to Art Bar. Art Bar was a phenomenal wrestler. Art Bar was actually Eddie Guerrero's partner, and they wrestled as Los Gringos Locos, right? And they wrestled for CMLL. He actually made the jump. He may have made the jump from CMLL to AAA. Anyway, he was uber over. So they sat us in a section where the fans knew that wrestlers sat in this section. And I was like, okay. So I was just like, cool. I mean, I'm just honored to be here, man. It was just, Eddie Guerrero was not there on this trip. But there was an angle anywhere where Art Bar was getting jumped. And he was getting jumped. And they looked at me, and they're like, they were telling me to run it. And they're like, "Tu hermano de love machine, you get in there." I was like, oh shit. And they were getting pissed that I was not running into the ring to help Art Bar.
And this was a shoot?
No, it was a worked angle. I was a guest of AAA. I was just sitting in the crowd, dude. I was sitting in the crowd. I was sitting where the wrestler sat, but I was not. I was a guest.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Tu hermano de love machine, you." and they're like pointing at me to get in there, like, hurry up, he's getting his ass kicked. And I'm like, I can't. Oh, I hurt my knee. I think I worked that I hurt my knee because I was just like, if I get in there and run into an angle, those guys are gonna light me up. Like, what the hell are you doing? It's like, I'm trying to get a job here, man. I'm not gonna run in and ruin an angle. But
wait, were they serious or were they trying to rib you?
Oh no, the fans were serious. They wanted me in there.
The fans were serious.
The fans were telling me to go in there because they knew I was a wrestler and they saw me arrive at the building with Art. So I was just like, oh man, I was like, this is awkward because they just thought it was a shoot. So I was like, okay. Anyway, it's just like, he walked out of the building with us and those fans apparently forgave me because of the point they actually were jumping like on his back to the point where he was like taking them and throwing them off like kittens, just like, get off of me. But yeah, that was quite the trip. I don't know how did I get on that tangent about Mexico wrestling?
Because we're talking about crazy fans.
Oh yeah, fans they get local, man. I mean, if they're really into it, they get really crazy. They're into it, and again, you're doing your job, right? You're doing what you're supposed to do, but sometimes they can get a little too ambitious. And again, some of these wrestlers take that as a badge of honor, if you will.
He shot me.
If you will, yeah. Piper, remember when he was on Bill Maher? And then Bill Maher was just talking about how fake it is, and Piper got pissed and
I love that clip.
He dropped his pants.
You can see Piper getting so mad and looking at everybody around him like, "Do you hear what this guy's saying?"
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, he was not in his Piper.
And he was all, yeah, he scared the shit out of Bill Maher.
Oh yeah, because he literally dropped his pants on TV. And I didn't have the honor of meeting a lot of the guys that I grew up watching. But I did get to meet Piper.
You met Piper?
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you meet him?
He was there. He was a commissioner when I was doing that run with Ahmed Johnson. And all I remember is Ahmed coming in the back. He's like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to grab you like that. And he grabbed me in an awkward position where my arm was kind of like cranked up. And Piper came by. He's like, oh, big man, I think you got him, big man.
Oh wow!
But yeah, he was super nice, man. He was a good guy. He struggled, he had his struggles just like anyone else, and he had a lot of struggles, but he was a good guy.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to? Is this a good segue to jump into? What do you want to do first? We'll save the Mission Pro Wrestling for last because I think we'll go over the results, but I think we should jump into either the horror Thanksgiving horror movies, or we can do part 2 of the trivia.
I'm not sure. Which is the thing? Yeah, Thanksgiving horror movie sounds good.
Yeah, okay. So I think our 2 biggest themes that we go to for this channel is obviously pro wrestling and horror movies. Because there's the trifecta. Pro wrestling, horror movies, and can I say it?
Sure.
Porn. Right?
We're not covering porn, though.
Yeah, no, we're not covering. We're covering
There's plenty of sites for that.
Yeah, we're covering the 2 of the 3, but you do notice that the same fans gravitate to those same 3 genres.
And we love you, though.
Yes, and we love them for it. It's like we've been to both, and you notice the same ones. So I thought it'd be cool because each holiday has their own horror movies, but I feel like Thanksgiving never really had one that stood out until 2009. Was it with Grindhouse and Eli Roth made that Thanksgiving trailer?
Oh yeah. That needs to be an actual movie.
Yeah, they've talked about that for so long. I was just like, let's just make that a movie. So I don't know if you want to go through. I was just gonna read you the intro and see if you can guess it, but I don't know if you can guess these because I haven't heard of any of these.
Do we want to guess them? Yeah, okay, let's hear one. Let's try one.
All right, let's try one. So, 15 terrifying Thanksgiving horror movies that are scarier than a burnt turkey from our friends at PopSugar. I'm going to spoil one already because we have a podcast coming tomorrow about Black Friday. Black Friday is a movie starring Bruce Campbell. We were lucky enough to get an early
Devin
screen.
Sawa and several
Devin
other
Sawa,
up-and-comers.
Yeah, and Michael Jai White.
What's the director's name?
Casey Tebow. Casey Tebow is the director, and that's going to be our podcast that's dropping tomorrow because we don't just do the video, we do the audio as well. But anyway, we got to see that early at Fantastic Fest. Great film. We're going to do that. But that's one of the movies in there. So that's probably the only one I thought you might be able to guess. But there's a couple in here I had no idea were movies. All right, I'm going to read this first one. All right. This slasher film, directed by Nettie Peña was made in the early 1980s and has all the trappings of a vintage horror movie. Escaped mental patient Jay Jones, played by Jake Steinfeld with a T, who was locked up for killing his parents, showed up at a Thanksgiving gathering and immediately wreaked havoc. Does that sound familiar? He cuts the power to the house before offing the homeowner and then cutting the phone lines, essentially isolating the guests from any help they could possibly call.
This is a Thanksgiving horror movie?
Yeah. As the guests sit down to enjoy what they think will be Thanksgiving dinner, Jay enters and starts picking them off one by one.
There's no way I'm going to get this. What's the answer?
It's actually called Home Sweet Home.
How about we watch the trailer?
You want to watch the trailer? It's on
let me look
there.
it up.
It's Home Sweet Home, and it's on YouTube, and it was made in 1981. And I got it because it just had like a mime's face on there. So yeah, you want to pull up the trailer? We got time. You don't get just sorry, and you guys can come and go as you please. We're gonna run long. We usually try to stick to an hour, but it's a Thanksgiving special. People clocked out of work early, hopefully.
Home Sweet Home. Is this is not an old movie, right?
1981. Yeah, it's an old movie. Here, I'll send it to you.
Send it on G chat.
The G chat.
Technology
Ain't nothing but a G chat, baby. See, we got it.
I'm looking it up, but I'm just hey, YouTube Premium's offering me 3 months of Disco Nitro. What does that mean?
Oh, I don't know. But just make sure that so you don't ruin the fun. Just look at page 1. But I'm going to send you the whole I just sent you the whole article.
Just send me the link to the YouTube.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Because there's a bunch of Home Sweet Home trailers here.
All right, so yeah, this one was 1981. I'm with Dim because he said we need more modern grindhouse flicks. I love when that was a fad back in the mid 2000s.
Oh, I got it.
I agree. That was so good, and I wish we were here to make a trailer for that because I think we would have made a killer trailer. Do you want to show that trailer?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up.
All right.
Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, let's see if Home Sweet Home just come at us, copywriters. All right, can we switch to you for a second?
Yeah.
Let's switch to you for a second.
Yeah.
It's 7 a.m. in Los Angeles.
Whoa. Is that Lou Ferrigno? No, that's Lila Zato.
Dangerous escaped mental patient. 26-year-old Jay Jones escaped from the Hobart State Hospital.
Jay Jones. We got the same narrator as Night of the Living Dead going on here. That's Lila Zato, bro.
Jones was committed to Hobart 8 years ago after a lengthy and well-publicized trial following the bludgeoning death of both of his parents. We talked with a state police department spokesman shortly after Jones's escape last night.
He's extremely dangerous, probably armed. He could be on PCP.
He could be on PCP. He could.
6 feet 3.
It's true.
220 pounds with curly brown hair. If you see anyone...
Yeah, this is a legit Lala Zato vehicle.
And notify your local law enforcement agency.
I think we might get I don't know who owns this copyright, but hey, poor old lady. Home Sweet Home. Is this
Jake
okay? Get it on Amazon UK, everybody.
It is on Amazon. Oh yeah, there it is on Amazon. Yeah,
Get it?
Jake Steinfeld. Sorry, yeah, I kind of talk. I think it's the weird beers, but yeah, Home Sweet Home. Have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of that one.
No, but it definitely had Lou Ferrigno in there or Lyle Zato.
I think that was Lila Zato.
It might have been, dude. All right, let's go to another one here as I feast on our. Anyway, that's number 1 on the list, and there's some gems. All right, we talked about Black Friday. Go check it out. It's on demand right now. Casey Tebow, he's an awesome guy. We got to meet him and some of the cast that night. Very good. It takes place in the biggest shopping day of the year and exposes all the horrors. And as we talked about it, it's just like it basically showed that people are like zombies on Black Friday.
And the thing is, every zombie movie is like, people are the real monsters.
Yeah, we get that a lot. All right, so we'll skip that one, but that's number 2 on the list. Here's another one from 1986. It's sometimes referred to as Hostile Takeover. I'm not going to give you the title. It's based on the book Office Party by Michael A. Gilbert. In this story, an accountant named Eugene takes his co-workers and boss hostage while they're all working overtime on Thanksgiving. In this tense film from the 80s, the police surround the building and try to talk Eugene down, but he seemingly doesn't want to make any deals. In fact, he wants nothing at all out of this because at this point he has nothing to lose. He's tired of the way he's been treated, and this Thanksgiving is the last time he's willing to put up with it.
I have no idea. I think we're going to have to watch the trailer.
Yeah, okay, so...
What's the title there?
This one is called... I think I'm going to send you the direct title. I'll send you directly. This one is called The Devastator. It sounds like that. Now, that could be a weird beer. It also could be a finishing hold in pro wrestling. Either way.
Or a hamburger.
Oh, I just sent you Home Sweet Home again. Sorry. All right, there you go. It's called The Devastator. And this time I'll stay on camera. Stay on target. All right, here we go. We're going to watch The Devastator. How long has that green tile been a thing? It's been a while, right? But 80s?
Devastator.
Is this about a helicopter?
Dick Porter survived Vietnam, but this war's in his own backyard.
Wait,
Drug
that's
scum
Eugene.
burned him out. Now Dick Porter is fighting back.
I don't have to show you anything. I'll find out what happened.
that
to
Stacey
Lloyd
Keach?
without your help.
I don't think.
Mountains of California
That's one of his cousins. That's Shecky
Syndicate
Keach.
takes over.
Shecky Keach.
At first, only one man and his woman dared to struggle against overwhelming odds.
This voiceover is familiar. I know this voice.
Hopeless. You can't do it by yourself.
One by one.
That was Robert Forster, I think.
It was, right?
Fighting men, each with death-dealing
That was
skills
like
forged
young
by the
Kelsey
horrors of
Grammer.
Vietnam.
Wait, this is nothing like the description.
If it's a war they want, I'll give them one.
Oh! Was that before Rambo?
Wait, where does Thanksgiving come into play?
That's what I was trying to wonder. Because,
I don't know about this article. PopSugar's weird.
I don't know, but I like that car. Oh,
I mean,
look
the
at that
trailers are great.
classic.
And stay there.
Now, Deke and his commandos are out to burn them.
No. I'm not saying this sounds... what happened to the guy taking hostages at work? His name was Eugene. It was called Hostile Takeover originally. Wait, maybe his co-workers are soldiers?
This is them. Yeah, I don't think this has anything to do with Thanksgiving. I don't see any pilgrims or cornucopias or anything like that.
All right.
I'll still watch it, though. I'll watch this movie.
He broke a dam. That did not match what they said in the description. All right. Sorry, that one did not work out. But I promise you.
It was a fine trailer. It was fine. I'm sure the folks appreciate it.
Oh no, I don't know. Okay, I thought this was gonna be one that this night might be the one I think of. I'm gonna queue up the trailer for you, and then don't play it yet until I'll give the description. There you go, dinkity doo. Okay, here's the gimmick. College student Justine, played by Haley Bennett, can't afford to fly home for Thanksgiving, so she stays on her college campus in this 2014 film. Over her break, she finds a girl named Violet in her room with a knife. When she tries to escape, she quickly finds out Violet isn't operating alone. She's part of a cult out to kill the Christies of the world. Seemingly perfect, God-fearing women.
Christies?
All the
All the
Christies
people
are
named
in
Christie?
trouble, yeah. Justine spent a panicked night trying to escape the killers, engaging in violence of her own while watching some of her friends get killed. It's when she goes after Violet herself that it all comes to a head. Spoil. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna have you guess. The name of the movie is Christie. So you want to check that one out? Let's check it out. All right, we got Christie here. It kind of has a Blair Witch vibe there.
Look, I think PopSugar has a shitty taste in movies. Is almost it.
Terror had no boundaries. All right. Wait, that was the Weinsteins?
I think that what is it? Melanie Griffith's daughter, right?
Oh, it might be.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and that's Thor.
No.
That's Thor, isn't it?
It is. Chris Hemsworth?
I'll be fine till Christmas.
They don't want to show any. Why don't they want to show anybody's face?
So they're just chilling over the Thanksgiving holiday? All right. Oh, here we go. Oh, yep, this is when they start going after the Christies. Thor's backstory looks nothing like how I imagined it would be. You went to a weird school, Thor. Oh, from the producers of Sinister. Was that Blumhouse?
Blumhouse.
Go up there. They followed me here.
I'm going out there.
Nope, don't do it.
But again, no turkey, no pilgrims.
Yeah, how is this a Thanksgiving?
No
Just
dinner. No dinner at all.
Is it just because she stayed home for over the Thanksgiving break?
I guess. I don't think PopSugar does much research.
No, I don't think they dug in too deep for this. Oh, and here, was that Negan? I heard the...
Why are you doing this?
Smile, Christy.
No, not Thanksgiving.
No fixins. No
there's
sauce.
All
None
the
of that.
fixins. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. I don't know. I'm gonna skip that one.
No. All right, sorry. PopSugar failed us on that one. All right.
PopSugar's not a reliable source of information.
No.
A lot
all
of
right.
disinformation
Close
on
that
that
one
side.
out there. I'm not going to send you this trailer because I think I'm going to try to be preemptively cut it off. Oh, I guess I did preemptively cut it off because I... Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Did I send you... Which ones did I already send you?
The ones we just watched.
All right, I didn't preemptively send you any other ones. Okay,
I don't
cool.
think so.
All right, so we talked about Black Friday, The Devastator, Christie. Next up, I don't think this is going to be horror, but I'll tell you about it.
Where's the Thanksgiving in these? That's what
Yeah,
I'm...
that's why.
Find
So-
the Thanksgiving themes.
This
in
one
here.
is not an obvious Thanksgiving. It's called The Oath. It has Tiffany Haddish and Ike Barinholtz.
Oh, I've seen this.
You have seen it?
Yeah.
It's more of a country Black Friday,
It's like...
but it says it's more thriller.
It's like a... it's kind of a political comedy thing.
Okay, so it's not horror. All right, so we're gonna skip that one.
Here, I'm going to show you something else. Check this out. You know how folks like to fry their turkeys?
Oh yes.
And you're not supposed to do it because it's dangerous. Because apparently the turkey can cause like a fireball.
It does.
You'll set your whole place on fire.
Even if you do it outside.
Yeah.
It spreads fast.
And you've got to boil like 40 quarts of oil just to stick that turkey in there. So like I found this video and it's like a turkey fail fry thing.
All right, let's see it.
I'm gonna play it for you. Hold on real quick.
Is it a fail though?
No, just yeah. Well, you see.
All right, let's see.
Don't fry your turkeys, kids.
Yeah, or else Edge will make a comeback.
Cook them. Cook them in the oven.
Oh man, I've never fried a turkey. I've never fried a turducken. I never fried tofurkey. But I like that Edge thing. That's pretty cool. Dim said Meat Canyon has The Pilgrim, which I think that was on our list. It's a Thanksgiving horror story. That was on the list. I'm going to skip this one too, even though I enjoyed this movie. I haven't seen the second one yet, so no spoilers. But apparently,
What movie?
Escape Room counts as a Thanksgiving horror movie because it takes place over the Thanksgiving break.
I am going to say PopSugar doesn't know what you're talking about.
No. Oh, there's one coming. I saw it, and it hasn't hit yet. And it's going to hit you like a brick. This next one, all right. This one I don't remember. Twins Todd and Terry are at a drive-in movie when they find their mom locked up in a passionate makeout session with a man they don't know. Terry explodes and kills a teen in a nearby car out of rage, but then pins the whole thing on Todd. Todd locked up in an asylum while Terry goes out about his adolescent life. 10 years later, on Thanksgiving Day, Todd escapes the asylum and Terry starts to break down again, going after his mom's current partner. All hell breaks loose when the two of them are on their own murderous rampage.
I have no idea.
No, it's called Blood Rage.
Oh, this just played at Alamo last night.
Did it?
Yeah.
1987.
That's just played at Alamo. Last time I saw it was their Terror Tuesday movie.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you want to watch the trailer on that. We still got 8 more to go. So I don't know if we watched the trailers on all of them. There's 2 of them we have to watch the trailer on. I don't know if Blood Rage is one of them, though.
I say we watch it.
Yeah, you want to watch it?
I mean, Alamo thought it was good enough to play, so
All right.
see what they think.
You got it?
Yeah, it's on.
Was that the director of Evil Dead?
That looks like Ted Raimi.
It did look like Ted Raimi, didn't it?
I think that's him. Let's see. Let's go back to the...
Is that Ted Raimi?
Oh, he's selling condoms. It looks like Ted Raimi to me.
It does,
Ed Finch,
right?
Yeah.
I'll lay that. He's got a whole pack. All right, I'm watching this tomorrow.
All right. Well, it's free on
Before,
YouTube.
should I watch
Free
it
on
before the
YouTube,
football
apparently.
games or after the parade? When do you watch that?
Watch them instead of the football games.
Oh, man. All right. I got one. Slam dunk. Oh, damn IT. I hope you guys saw this. I've never seen it. I never heard of it. I don't even know what year it is. Oh, 2009. All right. This movie is crass, gory, and very high camp. It starts at the very first Thanksgiving in 1621, where a pilgrim is killed by a turkey wielding a tomahawk. The movie then jumps to modern time to a group of teens who end up stranded outside of their car that's broken down. They start discussing native urban legends, including those related to Thanksgiving. Supposedly, a demon turkey comes around every 505 years to unleash its evils onto people who have settled on native lands. This year, though, he shows up early and just goes to town, killing everyone who crosses his path. Do you know this?
Nope.
No?
No. What is it?
2009? I'm going to send you right there.
Okay, tell me.
Because I want you to have it pulled up, because this visual we almost got to wait, where are you? There you are. All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
It is Thanksgiving. You never heard of Thanksgiving? Me neither. So I'm just
All right, let's see. Gravitas Ventures presents
Thanksgiving.
5 college students.
Wait, is this it?
This is it, yeah.
Oh, that looks recent.
Yeah, this is pretty recent. I bet that nerd gets it first.
So guys, I was thinking, since it's Thanksgiving and all that, we should go around and say what we're thankful for. I'm thankful that your mom has the juiciest in town.
Well, okay.
I'm in. I'm already in.
At least they're talking about Thanksgiving in this one.
Back in the 1500s, in the settlement of Kralberg, an old Indian by the name of
Cool guy.
Feathercloud was dishonored by a pilgrim. Feathercloud necromanced a turkey that would stop at nothing to get what he wanted.
They would never forget.
Everything's gonna be okay.
You don't believe me, do you?
I do believe you.
When you don't have money for a film, shoot it in the woods.
Yeah, there you go, man.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
This does sound like this.
Stomach not open by a beak.
I like it. They commit to the gimmick. No sell on these
Yeah,
fucking
they are
effects.
no selling.
There's no such thing as an evil turkey. There's no such thing as an evil turkey.
I lied.
All right, it's the best one so far.
He has only one thing to say. He's dressed as a cop.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker! This easily tops anything else that we've...
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't believe this isn't number 1 on the list. Cool guy gets it even.
Ghost in hell.
Oh Yes, Dim's right. Somebody buttoned their top button in the woods, I guess, to keep the skeeters out. I don't know. But yeah, how is that number one on the list for Thanksgiving horror
That's my
movies?
number one, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, that's another one.
What is number one? How many we got left to go here?
Oh, we're on 8 of we're on 8 of 15.
I mean, I'm good to keep going, but
Home,
some of them
Home
that was
Sweet
good.
Home was number one. And then Black
Okay.
Friday was number 2. But that clearly should have been number 1.
Okay, never mind.
All right, well-
I'm not gonna cut a promo on PopSugar right now, but I don't
No.
think they're doing the research, and
All right.
they don't put these things out.
Here's something. Dim said this is now his favorite movie of all time, and he's never even seen it. Okay, fittingly or not fittingly, depending on how you see it. You want to guess what number 9 is? I can tell you it's Thanksgiving, Part 3, not Part 2, Part 3.
Thanksgiving
After
Part
you
3?
finish Thanksgiving, head on over to Thanksgiving 3. No, there isn't a Thanksgiving 2. This evil turkey named Turek is back in action and carving up everyone in his path to find the last existing copy of Thanksgiving 2. If it sounds absurd, that's because it is. The movie is primarily run by puppets, which actually makes it even scarier than if they were humans. Turek takes out a bunch of unsuspecting people puppets while wielding his chainsaw as a weapon, spewing blood just about everywhere. It was made in 2012, perfectly gruesome follow-up to the original. But bad news, unless you can find it, I can't find a trailer. You got one?
I got it up
All
already,
right,
man.
pull it, man. Let's do it.
Man, this looks clean. They shot this on.
Yeah,
they had a
that
budget.
looks really clean. Gobble, gobble.
Thanksgiving 2 has been destroyed. Only one copy remains, and Turkey will stop at nothing to get it.
How is this not more famous?
I know. Oh, look at that. It's like Fraggle Rock's on crack. Fraggle Crack Rock?
Gravy.
I'm thinking the Thanksgiving double. Okay, this wins everything. Thanksgiving double feature for the holidays, gang.
Yeah, how is this not number 1 and 2? The first movie to skip its own sequel.
You shall not peck!
Oh my gosh. Let's get these filmmakers on the show. Can we get them?
Oh, I absolutely. Jordan Downey. All right. ThanksKillingMovies.com. All right. How is this? Yeah. How have we not heard of these two? Now, in their defense here, it does look like both were made after Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. So maybe somebody was like, you know what? You're right. There's no horror movies based around Thanksgiving. And
Yeah,
they came
just
up
ask
with this.
PopSugar.
Yeah.
Just ask the writers at PopSugar.
Oh my God, that looked awesome though. I was totally in for that. All right, next up we have, Dim talked about this, Into the Dark, Pilgrim, an official trailer. It's a Hulu original. It's part of Hulu's Into the Dark series, a creepy look at historical reenactors gone awry. Spoiled housewife Anna decides to take this Thanksgiving. She's going to hire a bunch of people to cosplay as pilgrims in order to recreate the first Thanksgiving. But in her home for her family, however, the pilgrims show up way too early and tell Anna they're going to be immersed as her family in pilgrim ways. Things go to devolve as the pilgrims act stranger and the concept of what Thanksgiving is starts to blur. It goes beyond psychological thriller to when things start to get seriously bloody.
Let's watch trailer right now.
You want to watch that?
I love the internet.
I think it's better that it has Jerry Lawler in there screaming. I think that helps.
Champion versus champion.
That's it. Title for title. All right, let's go through these 5 real quick because I don't know if we're gonna watch any of these other ones. All right, Ghost Note. Oh, I guess you're supposed to be guessing. Thanksgiving gets turned on its head when a killer spirit of the blue musician is unleashed. While on the loose, he terrorizes every one he encounters, most notably some young sweethearts totally unsuspecting victims. It's a musical note with no sound, common in blues, a ghost story at its core with enough of an indie vibe to make this kind of creepy. I don't know. Let's go through the other list.
Do you want me to pull up the trailer, or you want to watch it, or what?
I want to see what else is on the list before we commit. Or, I don't know, what do you think?
I can pull up the trailer. These are all really like bad, though. These are like straight to video.
Yeah, Ghost
kind
Note
of,
2017, if you want to pull it up. Let me see if there's another slam dunk. Trailer. Let me see if there's another slam dunk.
Check this out. I think I'm gonna cause like a feedback loop.
Oh, I thought
Look,
I heard.
Look, that's us streaming while we're live right
man.
now.
Yeah, I thought
And
I heard
playing.
myself.
Look what's happening right now. That's like one of those paintings.
Oh no.
That's like one of those paintings.
All right, I don't know about Seance.
Seance is the Simon Barrett movie?
Yeah, it's 2006. A Thanksgiving, a group of college students have stayed behind in their dorm.
No, here. What was the last one? I'll pull it up.
Oh, it's Ghost Note 2017. It's from Midnight Releasing, famous for their. Oh man, they were famous for their VHS releases, so I'm surprised that's actually on here. You got it?
There it goes. Start out with the gratuitous butt shot. Of course. Skyclad Entertainment.
Eugene Burns?
He was known as the Devil of the Delta.
And by the way, filmmakers, if you're watching this, I'm not dogging your movie. I respect the hard work that goes into this. I know it is.
Yeah, no matter how hard it is.
In my grandma's attic. He was linked to several murders.
You know, besides Eugene Burns, a lot of other blues musicians sold their souls to the devil.
Uh-oh.
You guys didn't play it, did you?
Horror movie about a record.
Ted Raimi again, young Ted Raimi.
That's a short trailer.
Yeah. All right, I kind of jumped ahead. I'm going to let you pick. I'm going to read the titles instead of the descriptions, and I'm going to let you pick the next one. And I can tell you the one, you're going to know the one I want. So there's Trailer de Séance, which I think it appears to be Italian, and that was 2006. Boogeyman, that has Barry Watson, no year on it, and actually no trailer attached. Intensity, it's a TV thriller based on a Dean Koontz novel. No, we don't want that. Although it
I
has.
don't want to read a movie.
Yeah, it has the guy from Scrubs, John C. McGinley. He's a serial killer named Edgler. But here's my pick for the next one. Please find it. There's no trailer attached. This one is called Alien Abduction, Incident in Lake County. This found footage TV movie, shot documentary style, tells the story of what happens when one family was visited by aliens during their Thanksgiving dinner. The family in question stumbles upon the UFO in the woods near their house and are confronted by extraterrestrial beings. Though they try to flee, they are, of course, chased. This nauseatingly haunted footage is spliced with modern commentary by alien expert as the story goes on.
What's the year?
Viewers follow the family through the alien attack with camera in tow. It comes to a head with a showdown between humans and aliens, and not everyone is going to make it out alive. It doesn't give a year. It's called Alien Abduction, Incident in Lake County.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the one I want to watch. And that's the last one.
I think this might be it.
Let's see. All right. Well, it looked a little clean. I thought it would look a little older.
Yeah, I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah, I'm in. So clearly the winner on that list, PopSugar, is Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving 3. I don't even know if you needed to show anything else on there, right?
Thanksgiving 1 and 3 is definitely a must watch.
Yeah, that looks like
I want to watch that ASAP. I want to watch part 3 first, maybe.
You're going to jump around?
I think I might jump right into part 3 and then
The
watch
Mario
original.
machete cut. Just jump right ahead. All right. So that's it on the movies. You want to jump to our trivia next? Are you up for trivia? You want to take a break? What do you want to do?
Hold on, I need to take a quick break.
All right, let's take a break. We want to throw that 5-minute little stinger up.
All right, yeah, here we go.
Countdown. All right, here we go.
All right, we're back.
All right, mics are hot. Wow.
Cameras are hot too.
This is like turning into like a streamathon.
What is on? I hear an echo. Are you playing it somewhere? What is on? I hear. Oh wait, that's me.
I was gonna say I don't think so.
Oh wait, that's me.
That was the only thing I was eating some jelly beans.
Sorry.
I was like, oh man, did
I had
I was eating some
that.
jelly
I had it
beans?
playing in the browser.
All right, dude. This is almost like a 24-hour telethon. We've already gone 85 minutes. We've already broke our record. We broke our live streaming record, and we still have 2 segments left. So we need to just jump right in. I think it was the weird beers. All right. So if you didn't watch last week, we had Thanksgiving movie trivia part 1. Obviously, it's not just horror movies that are based around Thanksgiving. There's regular movies other than planes, trains, and automobiles, which we did not know, but now we know. So we're going to dig in. If you're not, first time viewing here, Mario is a movie savant. He's basically, his brain is IMDb on Bang. Rain, whatever energy drink that you'd like to name there. So we're going to go through some of these questions real quick. We got another cool quiz. So are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right. We got a dinger.
We got a dinger.
We got a buzzer. All right. Here we go. First question. Here we go. Right out of the gate. In the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, what city were Neil and Del trying to get to? Were they trying to get to London, Boston, Sydney, or Chicago?
Chicago.
Chicago is correct. In the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Neil and Del were trying to get to Chicago. Neil eventually decides to invite Del over to his house since he did not have any family for which to celebrate. That was actually, that was the tearjerker.
Have you seen that video? There's a video online about the deleted scenes from Plane, Trains, and Automobiles.
No.
Apparently, there's there's like an hour that got cut out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was a whole lot more stuff that got cut where like Dale and Steve Martin got more close, and then there was even more of a reveal at the end. There was a whole subplot where the wife, Steve Martin's wife, thought that he was cheating on her.
Oh, really?
And that it was all BS, like all the Dale stuff.
Oh, that's probably better they cut it out.
Yeah, I guess so.
It worked out well. It was kind of like having Hooper cheating with Brody's wife in the book. It was terrible, but yeah, in the movie,
that was in the book.
Yeah, it was awful. It was
Hoopa!
Yeah, Hoopa! All right, this one already answered itself, but I'm going to read it. Is it true or false that Del from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles had no family to celebrate with? True. We just read that. All right. Oh, here we go. Curveball, a little Vaseline on it. In Garfield's Thanksgiving, who did John invite over for Thanksgiving dinner? Was it Liz, Odie, Grandma, or John's father?
I mean, wait a minute.
It's a little bit of a curveball.
No, wait, I don't. Wait, say the question again.
In Garfield's Thanksgiving, who did John invite over for Thanksgiving dinner? Liz, Odie, Grandma, or John's father?
That is a bogus question.
You think it's bogus? You want a hint?
No, I don't. I whatever. I need to submit to the Academy or whatever in that question because that's not true. Because John does not invite anybody over. He goes to his parents for Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's wrong.
So let me just hit.
What does the answer say?
I'm gonna just hit hint. It says hint. The veterinarian.
Huh?
So it's got to be Liz because obviously. Oh, and it eliminated Odie, John's father. Oh yeah. John invited Liz over for Thanksgiving dinner. Unfortunately, he had some trouble while trying to prepare the dinner since he didn't know how to cook a turkey.
I don't know this show.
Yeah, I don't remember that Thanksgiving year. Oh, but you know this show.
I remember the Garfield Thanksgiving special. That's the one where he goes to visit his family, and Odie makes the back scratcher for Garfield. Don't you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know what this is talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Oh, man. You know this movie. We didn't know it was a Thanksgiving movie. In the movie Scent of a Woman, what did Frank guess about a woman who he had met? He guessed the perfume she was wearing, he guessed her name, he guessed her age, or he guessed her hometown. Oh, did you say you didn't see this?
I've never seen it.
Okay, so I will give you a hint. He is blind. Remember, Frank is blind.
I know the film, but I just have never seen it.
So I think by knowing that he's blind, you'll be able to guess it. Because he guessed her.
Give me the answers again.
He guessed her age. He guessed her name. He guessed what perfume she was wearing. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Correct. In the movie Scent of a Woman, Frank correctly guessed the perfume that a woman named Christine was wearing. He was able to impress her. I don't think Christine heard his line about she has a great. That was a.
I don't think that'd go over too well today.
No. All right, another Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. No, oh my God. Do I even read it? This is like a slap in your face.
Just read it.
Which actor starred as Del Griffith in the movie Trains, Planes? And they even wrote it backwards. What kind of copywriting is this? They wrote it as Trains, Planes, and Automobiles. Is this like the porn version or is this like the store generic version?
It would be like, this ain't
Yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Triple X.
Because it's Al Pacino, Vince Vaughn, Chevy Chase, or John Candy.
John Candy.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Come on, get... Oh, yeah, we remember this movie. In the movie Son-in-Law, who did Becca invite over for Thanksgiving dinner? Tracy, Travis, Connie or Crawl?
Crawl.
Crawl is correct. Becca invited Crawl over for Thanksgiving dinner. He was the advisor of her dormitory at the college in California, and she invited him because he was going to be alone on Thanksgiving.
What I'm discovering here is there's not many Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah, I know, that's what...
Because we've had about 4 or 5 son-in-law questions.
Yeah, the questions are preposterous. And this is another one that you guessed immediately last time. In the movie Home for the Holidays, what does Claudia's daughter do instead of visiting her family with her mother? She went to a house party, she went to work, she stayed home alone, or she spent holidays with her boyfriend?
Spend it with a boyfriend.
Oh. Correct. Yeah. Claudia's daughter Kit spent the holidays with her boyfriend instead of going to Baltimore to visit her family. Kit was played by Claire Danes. Did not know that. All right. Speaking of our cool little spread that we have here in the movie, A Charlie's Brown Thanksgiving, who gave Charlie the idea of having 2 Thanksgiving dinners? Was it Linus, Franklin, Snoopy, or Woodstock?
Snoopy? Linus. Woodstock.
Yeah, no, Linus was right. Linus gave Charlie the idea of having 2 Thanksgiving dinners. Patty had invited herself to Charlie's Thanksgiving dinner, leaving him undecided what to do, and thankfully, Linus was there to help. Yeah, because Snoopy doesn't talk. And Woodstock, I think that was a swerve.
Snoopy doesn't talk, but he doesn't really need to talk. He still kind of communicates.
Oh, I do remember this scene. You got a 50-50 shot here. In the movie A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, who snapped off the biggest piece of the wishbone? Snoopy, Charlie, Woodstock, or Lucy?
Lucy.
You think it's Lucy? No. While snapping the wishbone with Snoopy, Woodstock ended up snapping off the biggest piece. Woodstock and Snoopy enjoy a large feast. I knew it was one of the animals. In the movie Home for the Holidays, where does Claudia travel to in order to spend Thanksgiving with her family? Thailand, Baltimore, Prague, or Honolulu?
Baltimore. We just discussed
Yeah,
this.
I know.
We just had this discussion.
I'm not gonna plug the site for it. All right. Which Thanksgiving movie covers 3 different Thanksgiving celebrations over the span of 3 years? Son-in-Law, Home for the Holidays, Hannah and Her Sisters, or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Hannah and Her Sisters.
Hannah and Her Sisters. It's about 3 sisters who look and find love and happiness. The viewer is able to see the girls' backstories and how they came to be where they were at this point in time. In the movie Hannah and Her Sisters, what was Holly addicted to? Drugs, alcohol, the internet, or gambling?
Drugs.
Correct. Holly was addicted to drugs. She was able to break the addiction and start a business with her friend. In Soup's On, with whom did Donald Duck have Thanksgiving dinner? His nephews, his parents, Goofy, or Pluto?
His nephews.
Has to be, right? Yeah. Soup's On. Donald Duck had his dinner with his nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. While his nephews washed up for dinner, Donald did some cooking. All right, next question. Which movie follows the lawyer who is taught to have more compassion towards others around Thanksgiving season? Jack and Jill, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, A Family Thanksgiving, or Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
Those last 2 I've never heard of, so
Me
it's got to
neither.
be one of those.
Jack and Jill or Charlie Brown?
No, the last 2.
Oh, Love at Thanksgiving or A Family Thanksgiving?
It's one of those 2.
The movie A Family Thanksgiving, Claudia, who went to a court case dealing with the day after Thanksgiving, asked that all her employees work on Thanksgiving Day. She was taught to be more compassionate by a woman named Gina. Oh, here we go again. Who played Gina in the movie Family Thanksgiving? Jessica Alba, Kirstie Alley, Faye Dunaway, or Lily Collins?
Kirstie Alley.
No, it was Faye Dunaway who played Gina in the Family Thanksgiving. She helped Claudia see the value of her family and friends during the holiday. Which Thanksgiving movie is based off a song of the same name? Oh, yeah, this was an old one. Alice's Restaurant, Love at Thanksgiving Day Parade, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Could you repeat the question?
Yeah, this was which Thanksgiving movie is based off a song of the same name? This was This was a similar question the last week.
And what are the options?
Love at Thanksgiving Day Parade, Alice's Restaurant, Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
Alice's Restaurant.
Correct. It's called Alice's Restaurant. Arthur Guthrie sang the song. Also played a role in the movie. He was arrested after throwing garbage on the ground near the dump when it was closed.
Okay, so there's like 5 Thanksgiving movies apparently.
Yeah, that's it.
That's pretty much all we got.
Yeah, because can you finish the name of this Thanksgiving movie? Scent of a
Woman.
Oh, yes, correct. All right. In the movie The House of Yes, who did Marty bring along for Thanksgiving dinner? Brother, stranger, fiance, or best friend?
I've never seen House
I never
of
heard
Yes.
The House of Yes.
Brother? No, fiance.
Correct. Marty brought along his fiancee, Leslie. His family had no idea they were getting married, and they never met Leslie. Leslie was in for a big surprise when she arrives at the house. I wonder what the surprise is. Well, so you're not going to get this one, because in the movie The House of Yes, who was Marty's sister Jacqueline obsessed with? Jackie Kennedy, Ellen DeGeneres, Beyonce, or Sandra Bullock?
Beyonce.
I would have guessed the other thing because of her name. Marty's sister was obsessed with Jackie Kennedy. Her family called her Jackie O after the former first lady. She gave Leslie some interesting. Oh, my brain burned. All right. This is another repeat. Which movie follows 4 different families and their very different Thanksgiving celebrations? Oh, 4 different. What's cooking? Pieces of April, Soup's On, or Hannah and Her Sisters?
Hannah and Her Sisters?
No, the movie called What's Cooking? 4 families in the movie have very different Thanksgiving celebrations and deal with their problems within their family. All right, which movie has a turkey change the outcome of Thanksgiving? Freebirds, Dutch, Home for the Holidays, or Jack and Jill?
Freebirds?
Correct. I'm trying to cruise to these because there's a bunch. How many more you want to do? Because there's another. I'm skipping the Garfield one. Which Thanksgiving movie stars Adam Sandler playing the role of twins?
Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Is there only five? Every
Yeah.
survey only has 5 Thanksgiving movies.
Because the next question is son-in-law. Next question is love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Let's just do 2 more. You want to do just 2 more?
2 more is good.
All right, 2 more is good. What did Kroll tell them that? Yeah, we'll skip that one. Who played Emily in Love at Thanksgiving Day Parade? Autumn Reeser, Sarah Gadon, Olivia Wilde, or Natalie Portman?
Olivia Wilde.
No, it was Autumn Reeser. I didn't even know
Who is that anyway?
Oh, this isn't all right. This has to be the last.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, because it has to be because it doesn't make sense. Can you fill in the missing words from this Thanksgiving movie title? National Lampoon's Holiday. Is it Reunion, Parade, Catastrophe, or Trip?
Reunion?
I never. Correct. The movie is called National Lampoon's Holiday Reunion, about 2 cousins who led completely different lifestyles as they come together for Thanksgiving dinner.
Also, no one ever saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. And the next movie is about the parade, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Yeah, they just keep jumping around.
All right, I need to throw to our sponsor real quick.
Yes.
We've got a commercial. Let's throw to the.
All right, yeah, let's throw to
the sponsor real quick.
Check out this.
And let's get out of this trivia. And I need to write them a letter. Because I think they need to watch some more films.
Yes, I agree.
All right. Okay, wait. That was not what I was even going to play.
I was going to say what I thought we had another sponsor. We got 2 sponsors here.
I don't know what's going on. I had a commercial queued up. Hold on 1 second. All right, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, search because this is it's very fitting because obviously wrestling has always been big around Thanksgiving, right? You had Starrcade always played around Thanksgiving, and then you had Survivor Series. Those were kind of like the 2 go-to Thanksgiving traditions. Starrcade was the NWA one, and then you had Survivor Series, which used to be the gimmick of teams of 5 strive to survive, and they turned into regular matches, and they kind of mixed it in a little bit. And then they still go back and do the traditional 5-on-5 sometimes, but it's good stuff.
All right, I got it. You ready?
You got? All right. Yeah, we can't leave.
Let's throw to the sponsor.
Yeah, let's throw to the sponsor. Can't leave the sponsor hanging. Oh, I'm still on it. What? All right. I thought I
Cooking.
Yeah.
If you're tired of cooking for your family, just go to Jenny O and get a turkey in a bag.
Yeah, I enjoy Jenny O's turkey.
Toss that in the oven.
I do. I
and
like
it's
her.
Good as a fresh turkey.
I do like her ground
But you killed
turkey.
yourself.
Her turkey is good. So thank you for sponsoring our show, even if you don't know it. So, did you get a chance to watch any of the Survivor series?
I watched some of it. Did you watch it all?
I did.
And what do you think?
Well, they billed it as the 25 years of The Rock, and all throughout the night they were playing moments of The Rock's career. Leading up to the main event, having The Rock's cousin, Roman Reigns, in there against Big E, to the point where they were chanting Rocky in Brooklyn, and he never showed up.
So what happened?
I don't know, felt like a swerve, right? He had no chance of showing up. Reading later that he was filming outside of the country, so he couldn't even take the Rock jet to get there in time. So I don't know. It was
So what was the egg for?
Oh, you want to talk about the golden egg?
I mean, yeah, what was going
This is
on
when
with
you
the
should
egg?
pull up our video. I'm a be egg man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was it was a paid advertisement for Netflix, similar to the Zombie Experience. I have not watched Red Notice yet. Red Notice has The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. And, she's an art thief. I believe she's the art thief. Well, Ryan Reynolds, I think, was the art thief, too. But anyway, the gimmick is there's a golden egg in there that gets kidnapped. So I guess the brain trust at WWE decided to do a paid advertisement for Netflix because they had a deal with them in place to advertise the movie to actually have the golden egg get stolen during the show.
I'm going to tell Netflix right now, if they're listening, which they watch this show, I'm not watching Red Notice now.
Just because of that.
Because now I think it's about some sort of like magic egg that everybody wants. I have no interest in that. I don't care if it's Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot, and The Rock chasing it. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, I don't know. It made no sense. It made sense in the context that obviously, if you go back to Survivor Series 1990, I believe we had a giant egg at the Survivor Series. And famously, if you go to our socials, we posted the whole gimmick of Undertaker being petrified that he was going to be Eggman. So I thought they were going to do like a golden gobbledygooker or pay it off. Something, to go back to the tradition of WWE. But it was such a paid thing for Netflix that they never even paid it off that night. They paid it off the next night on Raw. So they basically teased you throughout the pay-per-view to tune into their free TV.
So Vince McMahon is like, these kids, they're going to tune in to see who stole the egg.
Yeah, so the whole rumor was that Vince, because he was in the segment too. He's like, your cousin The Rock gave me this and showed it to Roman Reigns. And he's like, that's probably as worth as my next salary. And, Vince was like showing it to the wrestlers in the locker room, and he was forcing them to cheer for him. And the whole gimmick was obviously they just had another big round of layoffs, and they thought he was just like trolling the internet. It's like, see, everybody here is still cheering for me.
He's a heel.
Oh, he's beyond a heel. He's like a shoot heel, like 100%. I just don't think he bonds with the wrestlers like he used to. I think he's all about making sure that it's maximum profit because they're having record profits and they're still laying people off. Now, look, and I understand you're overstaffed, but they're cutting people right before the holidays. I don't know.
Cool.
And they're doing it in weird bulk, but I don't know. There was a lot of people boycotting this show. I watched it. Again, they started off with the worked or shoot fight. That was going to happen between Charlotte and Becky, and that kind of had a kind of a weird finish. They did a traditional 5-on-5, and then they had the champions versus champions. There was nothing really memorable that came out of that night. It seemed very run of the mill. It didn't feel like it felt more like just like a super Raw.
What's like I said, their pay-per-views don't mean anything anymore.
No.
They're just the monthly show on your favorite streaming channel, or not your favorite streaming channel, the one you have to get so you can watch the pay-per-views.
Yeah. So no, I don't think they have to worry about ratings anymore. So maybe it's all about just get as much content as they can.
It's wrestling content. They want the ongoing cornball storylines. And I'm sorry to cut a promo on them, but it's just there's no hiding it. That was bad, right? The egg is bad.
The egg didn't have a good payoff.
Liv Morgan should be the champ. It's obvious that she should be at the top there. They keep pushing the same people over and over and over. Just do something interesting, you know? They did. Thought it was so great when they, gave Big E the title, but they haven't done much with that either.
No, I mean, he's getting a push. Ironically, he was the one that I saw doing the most press. I mean, and he's a great champion. He really is. Everything that's going wrong with them right now has nothing to do with the talent. They're probably, even with the 3 rounds of layoffs, they're still stacked, absolutely stacked with talent. This has nothing to do with talent. This has something to do with creative, and they're just not there anymore, and they don't need to be. They're not. Their back isn't against the wall. You know, it used to be, they say, Vince is better with competition. That'll force him to be more creative, but he found a way to make money without fans.
Yeah.
For lack of a better term, he made a deal with NBC Peacock, and he has a deal with the Saudi prince. So I'm sure between those 2 deals that he has, he's making a ton of money that doesn't even require any fans.
And what was this wrestling for pizza thing?
Oh, that was the Pizza Hut Battle Royal. I don't know. It was another.
Is that a troll too?
I don't know. It was a sponsored spot. I mean, it was a sponsored spot. So again, Pizza Hut gave them money too, just to have product placement in there. So
sidebar: no one's ordered Pizza Hut in like 10 years. But like, I saw some of it, and it just seemed ridiculous. These guys were like doing spots to try to get a bite of pizza.
Yeah.
Are you trolling us, saying that these guys are starving? They don't get paid enough?
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't.
It's just ridiculous. And like, we've had this month. This month has been amazing for wrestling, and we'll talk about Mission Pro here in a little bit because we went to that show,
right?
And that was great. I got to go to Full Gear and watch that live, and of course, AEW's putting on a consistently good show. Even the bad shows are okay.
Yeah.
But it just, I don't know what to say about it anymore. Like, I can't. I don't know. I would like to get a true WWE fan that can explain to me what they like at this point, because it just seems ridiculous. I mean, they've got, they got the Roman Reigns thing, which finally worked after forcing babyface Roman Reigns down our throat forever.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's great, but what's going on the rest of the show is just insanity.
Yeah, I don't know. And they're stubborn with their creativity. I mean, it started with Cena, but it continues. Like, the payoff for the Golden Egg was Austin Theory, who's already been, in his short career, he was basically one of the pandemic superstars. He was there, and they used him, and they've already forced him into a couple of different angles, and now he's in this selfie angle where he's taking selfies with everybody, and it's just like, I don't know, man. They're just out of touch. That's the only way to put it. They're out of touch, and the wrestlers who are there are getting paid well, and they're making a living. So I mean, in a way, you can't fault them.
Good for them. I mean, it's great.
But it's as far as like creativity goes, they all feel stifled. I mean, that's John Moxley, when he bailed, I mean, he pretty much hit the nail on the head. That creativity it's gone. They took NXT away from Triple H, and even that, and then they're letting people go that they're bringing up, and I don't know. It seems very chaotic.
Absolutely,
it seems very chaotic, and it just sucks.
It's not entertaining.
Oh,
like, it's not entertaining, and these shows are long, and I want to enjoy Raw. I want to throw Raw on Monday and have it on while I'm doing stuff, and it grabs my attention when stuff is good.
Yeah.
But it's lame. Yeah. I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't know. I know Vince watches this show, and he's probably like, "Oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about." But like, it's just right now, wrestling content is sort of bigger than it's ever been. I feel like.
Yeah.
AEW's doing stuff, and their show's good, and folks don't know about it yet. And I was surprised because we went and saw Lucha Lotti's nephews, and they had no idea what AEW was the thing.
Oh, really?
Because WWE still dominates the market there. But
well, yeah, it's just because that's habit, right? They've been around for over 50
This is all
years.
you've known as wrestling. There's only been this one company that is wrestling.
Yeah, it's not a cotton swab, it's a Q-tip, right? It's just like when you talk wrestling, it's WWE.
Yeah, it's like Post Toasties.
It's just
Post Toasties are cereal.
Yeah, man, it's just a bummer because I mean, a fan of the sport, obviously was a fan of WWE for a long time, but somewhere along the way, they kind of lost their way because this used to be a great event. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out why they got away from the teams of 5-on-5, especially when they have so much talent right now.
Yeah,
so much talent. It used to be a big deal, just like which team is going to work together with these, and it's going to be 5-on-5, and they're going to come up with a new cool nickname for the team, and they were going to have a team captain, and you had teams like Ultimate Warrior is going to be with the Road Warriors, who's going to be with the modern day Warrior, Kerry Von Erich, and it's just like, or just, they had so much stuff they were working with, and now they don't do that anymore.
And I swear, they've cut 80 people this year, right?
Yeah, at least.
They have plenty of they still have a lot of talent, and I feel like they've only got 8 people on their roster.
Yeah.
It feels like a tiny roster. And like, again, I don't want to just go back and forth and say AEW's this, AEW's doing this right, but I feel like I see new people on there all the time. I feel like folks, I see new and interesting combinations of things. You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Lilo Rush and Dante Martin. What an awesome tag team they make.
Yeah. Yep.
That just came out of nowhere. You've got like the Acclaimed, who honestly we don't even watch them for their wrestling. We just watch them to come out and cut that rap promo.
Yeah.
And they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Max Caster, yeah, he's really good.
But I feel like I remember there was a time when AEW first started, and I felt like they only had 5 wrestlers.
Oh man, yeah.
And now their roster feels too huge to even fit on TV.
Yeah, no, they have what? They have 4 wrestling shows that they do between Rampage, Dynamite, Dark, and Dark Elevation, to get everybody in, and it's a lot. So, but they're still doing well. I mean, the perception, they have a positive perception of their company for the people who do know about them, and you can tell the fans are enjoying it and the fans are having fun, and the indies are benefiting from WWE kind of falling back on the creativity too. But it's hard because again, they're succeeding financially, so they're going to say, why are we going to change anything?
Now is the time. Someone, Jeff Bezos, if you're listening, I know you watch. Why don't you fund a wrestling program for your? Hire some folks to book. You don't need to show up. You don't need nothing. Just cut the checks. Just cut the checks and stick your logo on it and make a wrestling show for Amazon.
Yeah,
plenty of talent out there. Get Matt Cardona to help you. He'll plan it out for you.
Yeah, no, he would do a great job because I mean, again, he's a fan. You got to be a fan of the business. It's a very specific type of entertainment, that is pro wrestling. So you got to get into that. So, but again, like I was saying, everybody's benefiting from this except WWE, and we are sponsors here for Mission Pro Wrestling, the MPWC to Shining She. I don't know why it's the beer. C to Shining C.
C to Shining C.
Yeah, C to Shining. So we got to see that show this past Saturday. Was that your first indie show?
I guess that would be my first indie show. I was gonna say, I guess Lucha Underground would not count. We saw that Lucha Underground show.
Sorry, I got distracted. I didn't turn off my Slack.
Slack's off. It's saying it's holidays now.
Yeah, it is. So
Thanksgiving special.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said no. We went to that Lucha Underground show that one time, which was semi-indie.
They were.
It was on El Rey.
It was on El Rey.
But other than that, I can't recall being to an indie show since I was little, and it was great, man.
It
was great. What a great time.
Yeah, that Southern Star, that brewery, just like the aesthetic it set, being surrounded by those cans was outstanding. It was standing room only. That made a big difference. I mean, it was literally standing room only. And for that main event, the crowd was on their feet the entire time.
Bro, it was amazing to see the crowd energy build as the show went on. What did they have? 9 matches.
Yeah.
9 matches, and with each match, I felt the crowd energy build. Maybe it was the beer. Maybe they were getting the beers in them by the time we got to the main event. But yeah, by the main event, everybody was on their feet. The place was electric, man. The freaking the big bins where they have the beer where they're brewing it.
Oh yeah,
those were vibrating.
So you want to go over the results and we'll kind of refresh our memories here.
Yeah, let's go through it.
So and I hope I don't butcher some of the pronunciations, which obviously I've been doing lately. So we had that Edistician, Amber Rodriguez beat Key Vibes. That was the curtain jerk. So what'd you think of that first match? That's a very underrated spot. We've talked about this before, to come in there and everyone's like, oh, I'm going to go in first. I'm not the main event. But that first match, you are setting the tone.
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. I was digging Key Vibes. I thought she was really good.
Yeah, she was good. And then Amber was working her gimmick, right? She was totally working her gimmick, and she got like a Sharpie because she's a skin specialist, so she was showing her all her flaws, and she was kind of doing like a iron claw on her stomach at the same time too. So she was working that gimmick. So she went over. So I guess I don't know if which one was somewhat new there. And then we had another one who was coming out and working her gimmick big time, was that Roche Chanel, right? She was the one she kept working with the comb in the hair, right, against Zeta Zing. She went, which I was surprised. I thought for sure, she was kind of doing her Chanel gimmick, and she had her designer purse, and she kept going into her purse for gimmicks. I thought that was cool, and Zeta Zhang was working somewhat of like a martial arts gimmick, but Chanel went over on her. What'd you think of that?
It was a good match, man.
Yeah. Again, that was just like the crowd was into it. I mean, there was, look, coming in like for indie shows, when you don't have the benefit of TV and the benefit of like working what these angles are, and some people might not know who you are when you go in there, you have to work a little bit harder to come through that curtain and establish your personality right out of the gate.
Yeah, and when you come out the curtain, the folks, there's not, the place was full, but there's not really a whole lot of seats, and everyone can hear you, everything you say.
Yeah, so you heard everything, but they worked their gimmick really well. Everybody,
and you could really hear some of those stiff shots.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You hear the hollowness of the chest when they get that slap.
Yeah, that was you definitely felt that. Next up, we had it was the men's exhibition match of the night. It was JP Harlow went over on Matt Vandegrift. These guys, they did their stuff, man. I think
they look pretty good.
Yeah, I think they both I think were still both kind of new, for sure. But they both clearly could work. They got out there and they worked their gimmick, right? It's just like, I would, the whole thing is just like when you eventually you get to feel the crowd. Obviously, they can work. Their bumps were great. Their shots were great. It gets into now just like you really have to start working your gimmick, not only as you're coming to the ring, but you have to work your gimmick during the match. But they were getting their spots in, and their spots looked great. Everything was snug. There wasn't a lot of daylight. So I thought they did a good job. What'd you think?
They had some great high spots. You could see some of those pics out there if you get on Twitter.
Yeah.
They were getting some good high spots. It was a great match, Props to Mission Pro for giving men a chance to show that they can also wrestle.
Yeah. That's funny. And if you want to see any of this, just make sure you go to we'd show you some clips. We have some clips, but our friends at Title Match Network are on this YouTube. On YouTube in general, there you can still rent this event, so you can go check it out.
Yeah, I think it's still up for rent.
Yeah, but definitely go spend the money to check it out. It was worth it.
Support independent wrestling, folks.
Absolutely.
This is the whole thing. We were just talking about WWE. You want 20 more years of WWE only?
Yeah.
Give your money to small independent wrestling. Find your local wrestling promoter and buy him an ice cream.
Yeah, and just do it, man. All right, next up, we had Genocide beating Ashley D'Ambrosi. So Ashley was playing the Canadian gimmick, and then Genocide, she's painted up. She has a really cool look.
She's got like a cyborg gimmick.
Yeah, really cool vibe. But she did something cool here. Obviously this was for the troops. Everybody had little American flags. It was C to Shining C. You still got one of those flags there.
Yeah.
She came out with not only an American flag, but she came out with a 2x4. So if you're a fan of professional wrestling, as soon as people saw that, everybody started chanting, "Ho!" which I thought was really, really apropos, right? Apropos. Yeah, sorry. I saw someone jumped in and was like, we need a better mask. This is the Scarecrow mask. If you joined in a little earlier, we'll rewind it for you, though, that this was a gimmick that I was going to work in Mexico. I was going to work as a Scarecrow. We got a whole thing. We didn't get to use it as, the Scarecrow gimmick. It kind of looks like Jason from Friday the 13th Part 2. But in honor of Thanksgiving, fall, we kind of went with the Thanksgiving. But yeah. So the only thing I would say with Ashley too is just like I think she could have leaned a little bit. You know, she had a great look. She should have leaned into, and I think she even had like a pretty strong accent too. And I
Was
thought
she doing a Canadian accent?
Yeah, I feel like she was. I think she could have really leaned into that and really got that heat. You know what I mean?
But Canadians are nice. Yeah, you need Canadian heat.
Yeah, I guess that Canadian heat.
You got to be like a Mountie or something if you want to eat a Canadian heat.
Yeah, exactly. The Mountie always gets his man. But, you know, this one actually had a really cool spot because they did a gnarly spot on the outside and Genocide was her. And then, like, everybody kind of got quiet and they're like, oh, and, you know, they brought her to the back and then she's like, no, I'm going to come back out there and I'm going to do my thing. And that's always good to get the crowd all riled up and into it. But she really did a good job and everybody got really quiet like, oh, crap, what the hell just happened, you know?
Oh, when she got hurt, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I totally bought that.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Got me. It got me 100%.
It was good,
Great job.
and I think it got the whole crowd in the crowd, and that actually brought the energy back up, right? It brought it to a crescendo. So, all right, next up, then we had Kylan King won over the Wad. The Wad is the weapon of ass destruction. And this was a great match because both of these two ladies can throw. They were both throwing down, and they both were getting in. You know, and they both got into their gimmick, too.
Yeah.
The Wad was doing some... She was doing some twerking, and she had that big ball she was swinging around, and then she's like, "I'm the Wad," and then Kylan King was getting back in her face, and you know, I think everybody was really into Kylan King.
Yeah, this is when the show started. I think this was right after the intermission, right?
Yeah,
this was the one right after the intermission.
Right. Yep. Exactly. So this.
Yeah. No, it really started to pick up here. They both did amazing, and they're both very talented.
Yeah.
I think I told you this after the show. Kylan King is gonna make it. She's gonna be great. She's got the size, she's got the talent, and she looks awesome out there.
Yeah, no, and she was definitely we got a couple of good pics on our socials too as well. That it was basically she was really working her gimmick and she was working the crowd, which is the most important thing. You can have all the best spots in the world, but you have to connect with the people, and then you probably can even take less bumps. And I think she had that. She really did connect with the audience. There was a little girl next to me that was like kind of getting nervous of going up there, and she just kind of wanted that hug, you know, and then she went in for the hug, and then she was like super psyched, and it was cool. And I was like, yeah, there it is. That's the connection people want.
That's like the beauty of pro wrestling sometimes, when you're seeing two folks beating the crap out of each other in simulated combat, and then the kid wants a hug.
Yeah.
They hug the kid in the middle.
And they hug it out. Yeah, so it was good. So good match. All right, next up we had Jasmine Allure. She beat Sky Blue. Or, yeah, I don't know if this match was in order. This might have happened after the tag team champions because I feel like we saw the Renegade Twins first.
I want to say that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, didn't we see the Renegade Twins first? So we had
I
Robin
think
and
so.
Charlotte beat Big Mama and Riley Matthews to now these again well, let's just go to it, right? We'll do the tag champs, the Renegade Twins. They went over on Big Mama and Riley Matthews. This was a fun match too because these girls all got into their gimmick. They had a great, you know, the tag champs felt like, you know, the tag team, you know, when you're a good, solid tag, you know, you're not just two people kind of glommed together, whether it's the Midnight Express or the Rock and Roll Express and, you know, even modern day with like FTR, they feel like a tag team. And, you know, the Renegade Twins really had that. And they had that twin, the whole mass confusion, like, you know, the killer
twin
bees.
magic.
Yeah, twin magic. You could tell I still have Survivor Series on the brain. All right, but yeah, it was doing some twin magic, and again, they were working the crowd too, and they were really leaning into their gimmick. But there was a great match, and Big Mama, she was fun. Like she was getting loud too, right?
Yeah.
She was getting super loud, and she brought out Riley on her shoulders, you know, so it felt like, okay, we're, like you said, it felt really amped up.
You felt the energy rising, you know?
Yeah, so it was really good. And then we'll go back, and then we had Jasmine Allure went over on Sky Blue, which I believe Sky Blue has been on AEW television
Sky
before,
Blue
right?
was the one, didn't she get, remember she was placed in the... one of the battle royales by Tony Khan one time?
Yeah, I think
That's
so
her,
too.
right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. That is her. And then she was also, I believe she was in the NWA pay-per-view, right?
Was she?
Yeah, I believe she was in the all-women's
I feel like there's a couple of
pay-per-view.
Blues and they get confused, but I mean, Sky Blue's definitely been on AEW.
Yeah, so no, that was a great match. But Jasmine Allure, I feel like she also had a great look. I think she actually has a click with the Renegade Twins because they came back out there with her to help her. And then when she went over on Sky Blue, she was demanding, that I need a shot at the title. And then they set up for the next show that's coming up, their next MPW show that they're setting up. Like, I believe it's like a 7-woman
Silver Bells.
Yeah, Silver Bells.
At the Salvation Army in San Antonio.
Oh, yes, in San Antonio, right? So they're setting up a big match there. So they were working that game, but I feel like she was a former. I had somebody next to me that was a huge Jasmine Allure fan, and he just kept chanting for her and like screaming for her. And then, she was still working the heel gimmick, so I was confused, but this dude was like totally into her. And then, when later on when the champ came out, he's like, not my champ, not my champ.
Well, I mean, she's got the heel gimmick down. She looks great out there.
Yeah. No, she definitely does. So it was a good match though, and they set up, and I liked how they worked, and they set up for that next show. All right, so then we had co-main events. So the first MPW co-main event was for the MPW Championship. We had Holodead beating Maddie Rakowski to keep her title. Holodead is super, super good. She's really good.
She's great.
Yeah, it was just funny because, if you watch Thunder Rosa's blog, you kind of see the behind the scenes to see the personality. But she was another one. She worked her gimmicks like so well. She's really, really colorful, and she can get out there and she can really work. So it's really cool to see someone like that actually have the belt.
Yeah, she's great. Great power spots. She's a great champ. I dig it.
Yeah, no, I can get totally behind that, and and I think it worked really well having her as the champ, because I was curious, I was thinking it's just like eventually are they leading to a head to head, with Thunder Rosa. Just I thought maybe that they were kind of doing that, but we just are starting to kind of get caught up with MPW, so I wasn't sure if maybe they worked who Holodead got her title from before.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of the promos online yet.
Yeah, so we're still catching up.
I still need to catch up on the storylines, but it seems like, Jasmine Allure wants another shot at the title.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what they're setting up for their next number one contender. But that's what's compelling. It's just like, and you actually have numerous people that you can see winning the title. So it's going to be really exciting to do that.
Holodead's opponent, what was her name again? I can't. I know what it
Maddie
is.
Rakowski.
Maddie Rakowski.
Renkowski.
She's been on AEW as well.
Oh, has she really?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I'd have to confirm that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So, all right, and then we had our main event. We had Thunder Rosa beating Laney Luck with Dave LaGreca for Busted Open Radio. So it was that if Laney Luck loses, Dave LaGreca was going to get a tattoo. And this match was fire, as expected. Everybody was on their feet the entire time. The entire time they were on their feet. And it's just, there's just something about, hats off to Laney Luck, because she went out there in the middle of like a pretty high profile feud, right, between Dave Looker that's been going on for months and months.
Yeah.
And kind of represent that and hold her own, because this match was hard hitting. We got a lot of good footage. We made some clips. I mean, we actually had one clip that we had with Thunder Rosa that you made that was basically a Mortal Kombat fatality. That's like one of our highest viewed clips ever.
Here, I'll play it.
TikTok. Man. Yeah, and that was it. Literally, it's just like you just have to pry her out of that can. But it was hard hitting and just like working the crowd a whole. And again, the people were on their feet the entire time.
Great stuff. And then they had that little Stone Cold bit.
Oh yeah, they did the whole bit
where they were slamming the beers.
Beer bit. Yeah, that was very cool. So, and then Thunder Rosa, she beat Laney Luck. Dave LaGreca came out, he had a pull trowel. And he basically got a Sharpie tattoo right on left butt cheek, I believe.
Uh-huh.
It might have been left butt cheek. But I think we saw I guess this would have been the blow-off match, because then I feel like they made peace after that, right? We took it, so I think this is the end of the feud.
Yeah, it was mutual respect at the end.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just like, look, Dave's a huge fan of professional wrestling, and hats off for him to, seeing an opportunity, giving back. He has the number one wrestling show in the world, platform. He took the spot of the year where we couldn't even appreciate what we saw live. We just heard it, and it was like, And, it was definitely a holy shit moment when you just heard the cans explode. And it wasn't until like we got in the car and we started like going through and you're like, oh my God, she speared him through those cans.
Yeah, you can find that online. Look on social media. There's plenty of clips of it. But yeah, you can see Dave LaGreca and Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, so I was again, it was just like hats off to Dave. I mean, he just took a monster spot. And he gave back to the business, and he gave back in Thunder Rosa. And Thunder Rosa is a special talent right now. Where she's definitely the anointed, the next one that we believe is going to carry that AEW World Championship. But maybe she gets the TBS belt first, and maybe all of a sudden now we're going to have a title versus title, and that's just going to raise basically the value of Mission Pro Wrestling as well, don't you think?
I mean, I think so. I think they're feeding in a lot of great talent into AEW right now. So, her when she eventually becomes a champ, she's going to get a belt. She's getting a belt, whether it would be the TBS or the TNT.
Yeah,
it's going to elevate Mission Pro all the more.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. But all in all, this was a great show. It was worth the drive. We were happy to sponsor. We'll be sponsoring a show again in the future. I think for the next show, which on December 11th, I think we have a conflict. I think that's the day I'm gonna be in New York. So we'll have to figure it out. But obviously, I think they're going to be running more shows. And again, go out there, support missionprowrestling.net. Go rent the event on TitleNetwork.com.
Title Match Network.
Yeah, Title Match Network. Again, you have to support these independent wrestling if you want to make change. And you got to be the change in the world that you want to see. And by supporting...
Become the change. Be the egg.
Yeah, be the egg.
The egg that gets stolen.
You don't like the egg? Be the egg.
Be the egg.
Yeah, this whole crew worked really hard to pull this event off, and all in all, it was a huge success, and I'm glad that we got to be a little piece of that success.
Southern Star sold a lot of beer too.
Yeah, they did. So again, check it out. But yeah, I think that covers everything, right? I think we got a lot. I mean, we've been...
Is that everything? We've been on for a while.
Yeah, I feel like we've been...
probably got to hit traffic soon and get to Thanksgiving at some point.
I feel like we just did a telethon. So, but yeah, thank you to all our weird beers. I guess they're kind of our quasi sponsors, and thank you to PopSugar for I think you need to get somebody else to hook up your horror Thanksgiving movies. Check out Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving 3.
Those are the only two I can recommend after that poll.
Yeah, and then we did thank you to, I don't remember the site that actually had the movie trivia, but I feel like it just kind of kept asking the same question over and over again. So we'll again shout out for you for at least providing the trivia, and then thank you to Mission Pro Wrestling for having us, and we look forward to doing some stuff in the future with you. So
shout out to Gimme Some More.
Gimme Some More, yeah. Gimme Some More. Apple Fizz, and what was the third one?
It was Blue Owl Apple Fizz, and there was
the pecan pie, right? Pecan pie.
I have it over here.
Yeah, the Kentucky
pecan pie porter.
Yeah, so
check it out, folks.
Yeah, thank you.
It goes great with your Thanksgiving turkey.
Exactly. All right, so that's it from us today. So appreciate you kind of hanging out with us for our Thanksgiving telethon, and enjoy your Turkey Day or Tofurkey Day or Turducken Day or whatever you decide to consume, or Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving, whatever. Just enjoy the day. Even if you just want to chill by yourself and watch movies, that's cool too, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, watch those movies. All right.
Thanksgiving 1 and 3. Thanksgiving 1 and 3.
Yes, enjoy. All right, later.